Spirit will be with everybody of us. I come against anything sinister that the devil may plan against the prosperity of this Sacco. I take the authority as a servant of God to rebuke it in Jesus' name and welcome peace that comes from you, which is a part of the fruits of the Holy Spirit. Receive honor now, receive the glory, because you are worthy. In the name of the Father, the Son.
Your success story, one step at a time. Dream big, build bigger. At the Noble Sacco, we are here to turn your biashara into success. Got a team with big ideas? Our group microfinance loan is your ticket to success. Enjoy 12 to 30 months repayment at just 1% reducing balance. Let's build your dreams together. Ready to take your business to the next level? With Inuka Microfinance Loan, you can empower your business with a 30-month repayment plan at 1% reducing balance. It's time to thrive. Doing it solo? No problem. Our individual microfinance loan offers flexible terms of 12 to 30 months at 1% reducing balance. Your journey, your way. At the Noble Sacco, we believe in you. Join us today and let's write your success story one step at a time. Dream big, build bigger. At the Noble Sacco, we are here to turn your biashara into success. Got a team with big ideas? Our group microfinance loan is your ticket to success. Enjoy 12 to 30 months repayment at just 1% reducing balance. Let's build your dreams together. Ready to take your business to the next level? With Inuka Microfinance Loan, you can empower your business with a 30-month repayment plan at 1% reducing balance. It's time to thrive. Doing it solo? No problem. Our individual microfinance loan offers flexible terms of 12 to 30 months at 1% reducing balance. Your journey, your way. At the Noble Sacco, we believe in you. Join us today and let's write your success story one step at a time. Dream big, build bigger. At the Noble Sacco, we are here to turn your biashara into success. Got a team with big ideas? Our group microfinance loan is your ticket to success. Enjoy 12 to 30 months repayment at just 1% reducing balance. Let's build your dreams together. Ready to take your business to the next level? With Inuka Microfinance Loan, you can empower your business with a 30-month repayment plan at 1% reducing balance. It's time to thrive. Doing it solo? No problem. Our individual microfinance loan offers flexible terms of 12 to 30 months at 1% reducing balance. Your journey, your way. At the Noble Sacco, we believe in you. Join us today and let's write your success story one step at a time. Dream big, build bigger. At the Noble Sacco, we are here to turn your biashara into success. Got a team with big ideas? Our group microfinance loan is your ticket to success. Enjoy 12 to 30 months repayment at just 1% reducing balance. Let's build your dreams together. Ready to take your business to the next level? With Inuka Microfinance Loan, you can empower your business with a 30-month repayment plan at 1% reducing balance. It's time to thrive. Doing it solo? No problem. Our individual microfinance loan offers flexible terms of 12 to 30 months at 1% reducing balance. Your journey, your way. At the Noble Sacco, we believe in you. Join us today and let's write your success story one step at a time. Dream big, build bigger. At the Noble Sacco, we are here to turn your biashara into success. Got a team with big ideas?
For purposes of also forging forward, and before then, allow me to introduce my able members of the board who are here with me. Please be upstanding, members of the board. You will mention your names, where you come from, for benefit of our visitors and any other person who is with us. So, I am Mr. David Rono, the chairman of the Sacco, and I come from Soy.
My name is Dr. Ben Rono, the vice chair, and I come from Ainabko region.
My name is Charles Nyabero, Hon Secretary from Central Region.
Philip Rirey, Treasurer from Keses.
Hamjambo wote. My name is Daniel Mogo, the chairman Supervisory. I'm from Central Region. Asanteni na karibuni.
Good morning, Honorable Delegates. I'm Biwat Edward, Member Supervisory, representing Moiben, Soy, Kiplombe, and Turbo region.
Good morning. My name is Mrs. Limo, representing Kapseret, Kiplombe region.
Good morning. I'm Sarah Mayo, Kaptagat region.
Good morning. I'm Margaret Chepkimis, representing the county except Central region.
Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Munisalimia namna hii. Naitwa Silas Magut, representing Central region.
Good morning all of you. I am Johnson Serone, representing Moiben region. Karibuni.
Morning everyone. I'm Julius Kiroi, representing Tarumbo region. Karibuni.
Good morning, delegates. I am Maru Meshach, the Sacco CEO. And at this juncture, I also want to introduce the members of staff. May I request the members of staff to stand up for introduction. Those who are around, I know they are out serving our esteemed members. So we have a few members of staff. They are standing. You are most welcome, members, to this ADM, and I wish you a grateful deliberations.
Thank you so much. From there, Elder Nyamanya, welcome. From there, we can now proceed. I will be introducing the other guests as we move forward. We have our external auditor, and I think I'll be given the list so that I mention correctly. We have other friends that are seated on this other side, so somebody will assist me. Oh yes, we have UG Mwalumu Cooperative. Please stand wherever you are. Thank you for recognition. We also have Primetime Sacco CEO from KEO. Thank you. Any other person from KEO? We also have Cusco representatives. Oh yes, thank you so much. Sacco Times, those are the people who put things on paper. Thank you so much. Benkin Associates, our external auditor, they are present. Asante sana. Shred Publishers. Yeah, we can see you. Nat Wareng. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, Executive Secretary, asante sana. Thank you so much, brother, and your team. Nat Jepkoilel. Asanteni sana. Asanteni sana Jepkoilel, welcome. Eldoret West, where I come from. Thank you so much, brothers and sisters. Thank you so much. Police Sacco, Mr. Wario, asante. Na uchunge watu yangu. Asante. Yes. Thank you, Bwana Wario. Any other person who have not introduced? We have the officers from the county. I think when it reaches time, the director will do that. Otherwise, I want to welcome you. Thank you so much. We had agreed previously. Oh, I am told there is somebody from University of Eldoret Sacco. Please. Oh, thank you, madam. Thank you so much. We are expanding the territory of friends. Asante sana. Now, we had agreed previously that our meetings should not go beyond 1. We are also trying to meet the threshold of the modern ways of administering such very important forums. So I want to thank you so much for giving time, even though we started slightly late. However, we have to move. So on behalf of the board and on behalf of Supervisory and the staff, allow me to welcome all of you to this particular very important 45th General Meeting of Delegates that is held here today, Strawberry Venue, Eldoret. So karibuni sana. I will now invite the secretary to read the notice convening this meeting.
Thank you, Chair, and thank you for everything. Members, I want us to start looking at page 2. Page 2 will guide you after page 2 to go to page 5. Page 5 is the program, and then we shall be strictly adhering to that program of page 5, and then the notice is in page 6. Let's go together. The notice was written on 12th of February 2025, and the notice was to all delegates. Read notice of General Meeting of Delegates. Notice is hereby given that there will be the 45th Annual General Meeting of Delegates of the Noble Cooperative Society on 1st March 2025 at Strawberry Events Ground, Pioneer, Eldoret at 10 a.m. For identification purpose, delegates are asked to come along with the invitation letter and the original identity card. Proposed agenda: 1. Reading and confirmation of the previous minutes of the General Meeting 2024. 2. Matters arising therefrom, the minutes. 5. The Board of Directors report. 6. 4. Supervisory report. 5. Treasurer's presentation of the year 2026 financial budget. 6. Consideration and adoption of the balance sheet and the accounts for the year ended that 1st December 2024, together with the auditor's report. 7. Confirmation of the auditors for the financial year 2025. 8. Confirmation of new members. 9. Consideration of society borrowing power. 10. Election of Board of Directors on rotation basis for the regions Anapkoi, Central, and Kaptagat, together with supervisory member for delegates from Kiprombe Zone, Moiben Region, Tarabo Region, and Soy Region, subject to formal vetting of interested delegates at the Sacco head office 7 days before the ADM date. 11, to transact any other business of the society of which prior notice has been given. Then there is a rider which has not been there in any of our notices. Chairman, allow me to read this part. The AGM date has been changed due to the launch of the Masiwani school fees program at Tuyo Secondary School by the national and county governments on the 28th February 2025, which will be presided over by the CS for cooperatives, MSMEs. Any inconvenience caused is regretted. By order of the board, yours, Secretary. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you. We wanted to have our meeting in February. That is, we are striving to have it early February, between 10 and 15. And want to pray God that we do it next year. So we had managed to do it on 28th, but as a result of some other very important activities that were presided over by our new CS, Betsa Oparanya, and His Excellency the Governor was in Kishu, then it forced us to move this meeting to today. I hope you will accept our apologies. With that, matters arising from the previous minutes.
Members, let's go to page 13 in our booklets. Page 13. The minutes are starting from way in page. That is the summary of the minutes are starting from page 7, the minutes of 16th of March 2024 here at Strawberry, page 7, page 8, page 9, page 10, page 11. Chairman, allow me to read the summary of the minutes, which are commonly referred as resolutions of that meeting. That was minute 13 of 16/03/2024 resolutions. The delegates in attendance to the 44th General Meeting of Delegates on 16th March 2024 resolved: 1. That the proposed society budget for the financial year 2025 be utilized. 2. That the interest on members' deposits and dividends be disbursed. 3. That the new members be confirmed. 4. That the board honoraria and staff bonuses be disbursed.
Those are the minutes of our meeting for 16 March 2024. We can go through from page 10. Page 11. Page 12. All the resolutions were acted upon. So we can allow us that we move. Next agenda, Madam Secretary.
Chairman, the next agenda, Chairman, is your report, your address to the delegates. Thank you.
Thank you so much. This one is our report for the year 2025. 20 delegates held on 1st March 2025 at Strawberry events. The guest of honor was Mr. Daniel Marube, whom will be here in a very short while. The Chief Executive Officer, CAK, the CEC Trade, Industrialization, Tourism, Cooperatives and Enterprise Development was in Bishop County. Engineer Jaruto, the Chief Officer, Cooperatives and Enterprise Development was in Bishop. Madam Somoy, the County Cooperative Director was in Bishop, Drusilla Jeromoy. The Managing Partners and Bank and Associates, our esteemed delegates, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to warmly welcome you all to this for the 5th General Meeting of Delegates. You are all welcome and feel at the Noble Sacco, our source of wealth. Our guest of honor, sir, I would like on behalf of the board, staff and delegates to thank you for accepting and finding time out of your busy schedule to attend and grace the Noble Sacco Society for the 5th Annual General Meeting of Delegates. Indeed, it is such a great honor. I am indebted to the Almighty God for His mercies and grace that has enabled us to meet again on this special day when the delegates consider past performance with future aspirations. It's a time when the board should listen carefully to bring on board members' wishes. It's an occasion like this that the board appraises delegates on the status of society, whereas the delegates analyze and review the strengths and achievements of the past year. Dear delegates, our society was not spared by the hard economic conditions which prevail in the financial year 2024. Indeed, most of the performance indicators recorded a drop in growth rate, especially loan uptake, which is our main source of income. And this was majorly affected by housing levy and share, which housing levy took 1.5% of the payslip and share took 2.75%. That one significantly eroded the members' strength to take loans. Hence, loan dropped drastically. Loan uptake dropped drastically. And that is our main source of income. Share capital increased from 273,052,976 in 2023 to 290,198,709 in 2024, representing a growth of 6%. Assets increased from 3.5 billion in 2023 to 3.8 billion in 2024, representing a growth of 10%. we are striving very much to be in Tier 1 by growing this figure of assets up to 5 billion. And our intention is to achieve this between now and 2026, so that at least we are placed in a better position. Members' non-withdrawable deposits in aggregate increased from 2,215,932,822 in 2023 to 2,447,641, representing a growth of 10%. In the year 2023, income rose from 614,472,431 to 637,368,935 in the year 2024, representing an increase of 4%. In comparison to the year 2023, loans disbursed rose from 2.9 billion to 3 billion in the year 2024, representing in the same breath to 3.2 in the year 2024, representing an increase of 11%. Notwithstanding the hard economic conditions faced in the financial year 2024, the board today proposes a cumulative figure of 265,895,674 in reward of members' interest on deposits and dividends on shares in 2024, in comparison to 298,111 in the year 2023, which is subject for disbursement to members in reward for their hard-earning savings. The recommended reward is 10% for deposits and 11.3% on share capital on pro rata basis as at the close of 31st December 2024. In the just concluded financial year 2024, the Sacco attained the required standards in all the key capital adequacy ratios as highlighted in the Sacco statistical information that will be presented in a few minutes from now. Loaning still remains the major reason for our existence, and it goes without saying that our traditional objective, which we still maintain, is that of save and borrow. The board wishes to recommend maintenance of the society's borrowing power at 300 million. In order to mitigate potential risk, our assets are insured with CIC Kenya Limited and are always committed to provide our society with top-notch services. In an endeavor to ward off and call for litigations, the board is appealing to the members to update their next of kin records accordingly. Now, any unclaimed money has to be surrendered to Unclaimed Financial Assets Authority. And to follow that money will be very hectic to members. So what we are saying is that let us update our next of kin so that in the event of anything happening, the Sacco shall prosecute the issue of reimbursement to the next of kin with ease. Because Unclaimed Assets, Financial Assets Authority has written to us as a Sacco that you surrender any unclaimed money to the authority, and failure to do that, of course, there is a penalty which is very heavy. So I want us to assist each other. You as a delegates be our very good ambassadors in your respective schools, in your respective stations, to inform members to at least update next of kin records. It is very important. Welcome, our chief guest. Karibu sana. Karibu sana. Karibu sana Bwana Maruba.
Thank you, Chairman.
Karibu. So I was explaining the issue of updating our records properly, especially the next of kin, so that in the event that we have deaths, saa zingine hatutaki kumention, but it happens. It happens, the death comes. And who will take what you have in the Sacco? So let it be very proper. Let it be very precise. Let it be, things be very transparent, so that even you don't put Saccos in very awkward positions. Dear delegates, it is critical to note that the strength of the Sacco liquidity and by extension asset growth is majorly attributed to membership growth and diversity. Consequently, I call upon you to play a pivotal role in recruitment of members in an emphasis on challenging salaries and other processes through FOSA, without forgetting our children in the diaspora, JSS teachers, business community. Remember, success is the sum of small actions repeated day in day. We as members under Teacher Service Commission, we may not alone manage to sustain the Sacco movement in this country. All people who are on payslip now, when injuries are done to the payslip, like what happened, then the lower echelon of the staff in the hierarchy of the public service becomes so much affected. And we fell victims, seriously. So, what is the mitigating factor? The mitigating factor now is to bring in the business community, to bring in our children in the diaspora. Of course, we want to thank a number of us who have children in UK, children in Australia, children elsewhere. We have them channeling their money through the Sacco. So if all of us strive to talk good of this Sacco and explain to our children, even the JSS children were employed the other day. They don't know, they have not yet known whether they are in primary or secondary. So there is confusion. Saa zingine wanaambiwa enda mwalimu Sacco, saa zingine we have Noble, we have ever. So it is you people to assist us to fix them in the Noble Sacco. Hakuna plan B. This is the only way we are going to survive. This is the only way we are going to survive. If we have our children in the diaspora channeling their money through the Sacco, we shall have excess money to put in money market. And at the end of the day, we shall realize profits to give as returns when it comes to a meeting like this. So let us be very good ambassadors. Let us talk to others. When children are going out of this country, make sure you open an account with the Noble Sacco before they exit. Later hao mwambia fungua account hapa, haya enda utoe pesa yako ipitie hapa, so that they don't go there again and ask, where do I put my money? Yeah, we've been assisting a number of them who went without opening accounts. So as much those children that have gone out, they will not be there for life. So let this money come here, you come for loan, let those children apply for loan in the Sacco, buy for them land, buy for them buildings. We shall facilitate. We have the capacity. In so doing, the Sacco will grow. The Sacco will grow. We have learned that the more one ascends to the sky, the more one realizes that there is no limit. Therefore, with this in mind, our team of staff is dedicated to climbing any heights and doing all it takes to ensure that quality services and effective communication to our customers remain a priority. We are geared to improving our communication system. We have invited Safaricom to carry an audit of our IT, and they will be there very soon so that they also advise us on what others that we are not doing that we are supposed to do. Because our IT is a key, is a lifeline, is an artery that is connecting members and the Sacco. So the IT should be superb and should be free of fraud. Those are some of the things that we are trying to strive, free of fraud. We have a lot of hackers running around. Any small loophole that can be seen in the IT system, money can be withdrawn in Ukraine. Money can be withdrawn in Brisbane in Australia without us knowing. So we are following it very seriously. We are very particular about it. We are very concerned so that your money is safe. I would like at this juncture to recognize the wonderful contribution towards the success of this society from the delegates. You delegates, you play a key role and you are very important to the growth of this institution. Board, we have an able board, supervisory, very nice team, management, staff, Sacco independent auditor, Benkin Associates. Thank you, you have assisted us so much. CAK, the CEO CAK is with us today. Sasra is a regulator. Sasra has come up with a lot of issues to be followed, to be adhered to, no question. No question. I'll read even what they mentioned about the dividends. Ministry of Cooperative Development and Marketing, County Cooperative Office, Cooperative Bank of Kenya, CIC, KETSA, Kenya Teacher Sacco Association, Cusco, Copet, NAT. We want to thank our unions, very good. We have worked together in harmony in the country and our esteemed members. Let us all join hands together as we wish each other congratulations for the positive performance of the society in the just concluded financial year 2024, notwithstanding the difficult conditions which prevail. Last but not least, I wish to extend special thanks to Strawberry Events for allowing us to use its facility unconditionally. Let's join the entire Celestial share for excellence. Thank you all and God bless you. Thank you so much for listening to me. Now, I was mentioning the policies and issues that Sasra is telling us to follow. After them going through our books, it says, we note that the Sacco Society proposed payouts of 10% interest on deposit and 11.3 dividends on shares capital amounting to 2 respectively. Even though this is supported by the surpluses made during the year under review, the Sacco board and management are however advised to consider reviewing these rates downwards to sustainable levels going forward in order to accumulate adequate capital and reserves. The major interest is how much money are you retaining? And that is where we are heading to. For the Sacco to survive in this economy, in this subsector, we need to make more money and retain more. We want to thank you so much. For the last several years, we have not borrowed anything from the banks. Even the money we are going to give you today is your own money. Atujaomba. So if we continue increasing the reserves, out of what we make as profits, this Sacco will grow far. So we need your support. We count for your support. We need your goodwill. We need you to support us. Support this institution. Bring those monies that you have at home You have sold maize. We have not seen those monies in the Sacco. Mumeuza mahindi. Hatujaona hiyo pesa. Let that money come to the Sacco. In Mount Kenya region here, Kirinyaga, I know we have people from Kirinyaga here. Kirinyaga is bestowed with tea, coffee, and rice down there. All their income, they channel through the Saccos. And that is why today, Winners is talking of 13 billion. New Forties of Nyeri is talking of 14 billion. We are still struggling to reach 5 billion. And we are competing in the same environment. So we need your milk funds to come through the Sacco. We need what you sell to come through the Sacco. We need your business. A number of us are running businesses. Daktari, Professor, bring us that money. You are running a business. Let's have that money. Ikuje, toa, ikuje, toa, ikuje, toa. At the end of the day, whatever small charge that we charge in that transaction will add up to the income at the close of the year. Thank you so much. May God bless you. Proposal for adoption of Chairman's report. Yes.
Paul, I would say 18.6. Thank you.
Down there.
Maya Elizabeth, 5515.
Thank you so much.
I think with that, Chairman, thank you. I will ask us to look at page 5 still. Instead of, I am proposing, instead of the address by the chief guest, the chairman welcomes the guests who have come in, then supervisory reads, then after that we move to the chief guest speech, then we discuss the two reports, the chairman's report and the supervisory report. If agreed, as I'm seeing the faces, Chairman kindly welcome the visitors who have come, then back to the supervisory to read their report, and then to the chief guest. Thank you.
I'm told we have our TSC County Director, Francis Saina. Oh, thank you. Welcome. Welcome, sir. Asante sana. Now, I want us to move to supervisory report. Oh, yes. Okay.
We are requesting, after you are welcoming the chief guest, we discuss your report before we go to the, so that we don't forget.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Marogo. Welcome, our chief guest. These are delegates of the Noble Sacco. You are here one time, and you talk to these people. I will explain about the chief guest later. He is a man who is rich, he is resourceful, and he will assist us to work through some other issues that may seem difficult. Mr. Marogo, can we move? Yes, sir. Yeah, this is democracy. Yeah, this is democracy. No, let's proceed. Okay, we are now on page 14. Page 14. Daktari.
Chair, your speech is very brief and precise. I wanted to request that you, now when you say page 14, and yet you only have got the 2 pages, very brief. So allow us, we dissect all this, because they are very short. So delegates, our chief guest, and all protocols observed. Very delighted to be here. One issue, before I raise the one issue, I'm very excited. I was here before all of you came. I was here by 9 when the place was being arranged. There was nobody in the hall here. Then I decided to go to the other function in Turbo. So I had 3 functions. So I've just again left the Turbo function. I've come here because I value this one. I will miss another one in Nandi County. So you have said exactly in your speech that we are very busy people. Indeed, some of us are very busy, and our coming here is an evidence that we love the Sacco. We have all our heart here. So, on page 15, very many things you have mentioned. I thought you are through the challenges. When we went through the woods of the COVID, Chair, I was very sad when you talk about the sad news of not growing very well last year. And I thought after past COVID, I thought you were to move now faster. All the same, I appreciate what you have told us in the challenges the Sacco is going through. Because what I want to move, and I want to be brief, is I wanted one, you have done a very nice appreciation to us as delegates. So when I was coming, I was able to vary 1 or 2, and I've also talked, although we don't campaign. I wanted to make a request. At the time you are talking about appreciating us as delegates, because some of us have been here long enough. We saw when our transport was 500 or even less, we didn't even have the transport. I remember delegates, some of us, we are old enough here. When we went to 2000 as transport, we were very excited. So, how I wish delegates that the German's speech at the time you are appreciating our effort to see the Sacco grow to where it is now. Let me not, I didn't want that you have mentioned about the challenges, but still my mind was clear that I wanted today to request on behalf of the delegates who are for my idea, that can you still move to the next even number? Yeah, from where we are, though I know money, because when I remember when we used to get 500, we used to appreciate. 1,000, we used to appreciate. Now we are where we are. But, Chair, mine was, I request that, how I wish that you are saying now, the honor of the delegates, we add to the other 2 teachers, we move to the next even number from where we are, come next year, because very wonderful, very wonderful. I think that's what I only want to say. There are many things. Let me leave to the other members. Otherwise, thank you very much. May God bless the management. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Nice observation. Then Nyamanya. Let's have Mwalumu. Alafu Nyamanya.
Thank you very much, Chairman and members, all and delegates, all protocol observed. Well, I would like to appreciate what you said as Mr. Chairman. But you know, information is power. I want to be informed, especially by the staff. You say fraud, we should take care of fraud. And let me ask you, if the money is in the account, can it be altered? And if it is altered, when you question, somebody tells you that if you would ask for balance, you are charged. I don't know. I want to be informed so that all members are aware. Because sometimes, like last week, let me be frank, where I came for advance, then I was given whatever I was given. Later, another message came that there was changes, so I inquired. Then, I happened to have lost about 90 shillings after complaining severally. Being changed from one figure to another figure. Then I was told, the moment you ask for balance, you are deducted. Sure, is it true? Tell us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Mr. Maru, you will answer that. Mr. Nyamanya, karibu elder.
Good morning. I know why he's calling me elder. There is a question mark on that. But you don't sin to tell God, Pore, I've sinned. isn't it? Do you make a mistake to say sorry? You do. Then you are not a Christian. So this one goes to the chairman, Ezekiel 20, write down the chairman. Ezekiel 20, verse 12 and 20, Ezekiel, yes. Isaiah 58, verse 13. I don't know why Serone is laughing. Luke 4, verse 16. And Jeremiah 2, verse 2 and 3. And in Genesis, it says, keep it, which is the holy day to be kept. Keep the Sabbath holy. And then chairman says, conditions and conditions and conditions, made conditions that we have met on Saturday. As a lone ranger, like John in the wilderness, I will always, chairman, you like it or not, I will always say, please, let Saturday be respected. Let me remind you a story. Simon Nyachai, when he was the principal secretary, remember those days when he minister, isn't it? And then people used to go Saturday, half day. Do you remember those days? Those of my age can remember. Then it was passed, chairman, that now Saturday becomes also a holiday and nobody goes to on work on Saturday. Where do they go? To go to church. Then where are we here? Are we in church? Thank you, chairman. You have got the message. Now, the next one. Here you have recognized Cusco. Cusco, it is where we save, isn't it? How much of our, you know, it is in a problem. How much of our money either we lost in Cusco or we gained? You didn't. I've gone through very fast over the supervisory report, which I thought they would maybe capture. Since the chairman has not captured and the supervisor has not captured, please, Cusco has a problem, and how much assets of ours are there in Cusco. Number two, last year we authorized you to open plunges. I've also perused through your report, and I've also perused through the supervisory report. There's nothing about those plunges. So, Mr. Chairman, what went wrong? Thank you very much. Happy Sabbath.
At the corner there.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and our dear delegates. This is a serious meeting of which actually we have to deliberate on what was in the reports. If we go on talking of other issues, we might not actually achieve the essence of the ADM. Mr. Chairman, my concerns: one, there is an item members non-withdrawal deposits. Probably you will expound on that. Two, concerning recruitment. This is a very serious exercise. We have been in the field most of the time. You have talked in your report about the JSS, inclusive the ECD teachers. At times we have these courses, seminars, retooling, induction, etc. As delegates, we try very much to recruit them because this is money. But to some extent, we need also somebody from the Sacco, either director or any other person, so that the point is taken seriously. Because I know with the Sacco, this is business. We talk of money. Finally, SASRA. I think according to my understanding, you say that the SASRA has some control to some extent. Thinking like equally with the TSC when they are talking of 2/3 rule. But the directors there, you have an application. When things are good, msitufinye sana, dividends iende juu. Mkiona inashikana vile sasa inataka, well and good. Others, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to thank the society. You are moving on well. I've seen growth, expecting today dividends up. And you declare by Sasita. Members are telling us don't waste time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, when we realize positive growth, we shall always take care of the dividends rate. Get it from me. Anytime we have good money, we shall not. On issues of Cusco, let our CEO respond and non-withdrawable assets.
Okay, delegates, I will start with the issue of Cusco. Maybe before I touch on the issue of Cusco, Rotich, my friend Rotich, Paul, you raised a concern on your account. That's a personal account which maybe we will handle at our own level. But I wanted to say, in terms of operations, our operations are real time. That is real time. So if any transaction takes place, it is direct to the system. So maybe that one, Rotisha, I have noted your concern. And then on the issue of Cusco, there's a concern on investment. I wanted to say Cusco is our umbrella body. And as an umbrella body, we invested like any other Sacco. And in terms of investment, we have various categories of investment with Cusco. Like for us, we participated in schemes. We have several schemes. We have education scheme. We have instant premium scheme. We have two other schemes, Chunguku and Compliance. Those are the schemes that we participated. So as a Sacco, we participated to a tune of 23 million. 23 million only. And the 23 million, that's what Sasra said, because the organization is not doing well. It's not doing well. So any investment in an organization that is not doing well, in accounting, there is a requirement that you provide. It does not mean you write off. There is a difference between a write-off and a provision. So provision, you set aside some funds in case this money does not come back. What do? You have an amount that has been set aside. So we were asked, all circles were asked to provide. For those who have gone through our accounts, maybe those who are interested in accounts, for us, we provided 3 million. And we requested Sasra, who will be doing it for some time, just in a small way. In a small way. If at some point Cusco picks up, then that provision will go back to our reserves, because already we have reduced our surplus by 3 million, like for 2024, as we move forward. So it is just a provision that we have done. Then, apart from the schemes, we have what's called now share capital. Share capital. So for share capital, we also invested with Cusco to a tune of 76 million in terms of share capital. That is as a shareholder of the union. So we have the share capital and we have the savings schemes. So as a Sacco, we had not invest in terms of what we call Sacco savings. So it was only the schemes and the share capital. So I hope that one is clear in terms of Cusco. The level at which we invested as an organization with Cusco. Then there was a concern on non-withdrawable deposit from Mr. Leitich. Mr. Leitich, you are not clear what clarification you wanted to make on non-withdrawable deposits.
Is it a deposit that is earning interest that it is accrued for some time, or in form of salary, or which kind of funds which has not been withdrawn to accrue to that extent? Thank you.
So, okay, your question is clear. Maybe for you as members of the Sacco, you have invested with us. You have invested with us. One investment is in form of non-withdrawable deposit. So let me start with the lower one. We have what is called share capital. What we are saying, each member should be a shareholder of the Noble Sacco, and we are asking you to have a minimum of 30,000. That is the share capital. Assuming today you have with us 200,000. So anything over and above the 30,000, that is 170, that is what we are calling non-withdrawable deposit. Non-withdrawable deposit is an amount that you can recall or redeem, or it can be refunded to you when you pull out from the Sacco. For those who are pulling out, you give us a notice of 60 days and you take that non-withdrawable deposits. At the same time, we have withdrawable. Maybe now to distinguish between now the two, we have what is called withdrawable deposits that we have in our front office. In front office, the chairman was saying, when you harvest, bring the money to us. When you sell your milk, bring your money to your account. That is what we are calling withdrawable deposits. It is money that you can access as and when you require. You withdraw, you deposit in your account and you withdraw. So we call it withdrawable deposits. The non-withdrawable is an amount that you can only access through a notice of 60 days. Is that clear? I said for Cusco, we cannot declare that we have lost. The organization is still there. What we have been asked, whatever you had placed in form of investment through the schemes, through the share capital, you provide. So that if it will happen that the organization will go under, then now that is when you can say maybe you have lost. But for now, we have only provided. The same way to your loans. When we give you a loan, there is a provision that we make. There is a provision that we make. In case you don't pay that loan, that means in case you don't pay, what will happen? So it is the same, just the same provision that we do on the side of loans. That is what we have also been asked to do with the Cusco savings, with our investment with Cusco in form of savings.
I also wanted to be known to all members that Cusco was an umbrella body for all SACCOs in this country. We have SACCOs that invested heavily by putting their money there. I don't want to mention their names, but there is a Sacco that has been told to provide for 900 million. These are accounting terms. These are terms, these are provisions, these are policies. But for us, I want us to count ourselves lucky because last year we withdrew 120 million from Cusco. and I think court was ahead of us. 180 last year. So sometimes we normally have prayers at the beginning of the year. I think those prayers were answered. Our prayers were answered. So for our case, these ones are very small issues that will end at the close of the close of business as we move forward. I want us to move. Mr. Malumu, tutamaliza at the right time. Yeah, tutamaliza at the right time. Anything else on that page? There is moja kidogo, there is Malumu hajazungumza hapo.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, delegates. I'm Talam. I didn't want to stand, but I'm standing because of the question which is not answered. Remember, last year, about 2 years ago, we were struggling to open new branches, and I was ready to ask that question, but my senior asked it, but I don't know if it has been answered. Please, let us get the report. I met some members from Kitale, and they were saying, I wish we had an office in Kitale. I would not have come all the way to Eldoret. And I told them, but I think there is an office there because we had already passed that we open an office in Kitale. So I don't know what is happening. Let us have that report.
Thank you, Mwalimu. The opening of branches is guided by SASRA, the regulator. And he had given us permission. We did feasibility study and we identified Mosoriot and Kitale. First, we had issues with securing a premise, the right place. Some premises were very far away from town, up till we got one in Kitale at the middle of the town. And we have gotten one in Mosoriot. So right now, there is a process. There is another process that is followed again. You move this process, SASRA approves. This process, SASRA approves. I think we are almost at the tail end. And soon, Mwalimu, we are opening the 2 branches. We are opening Kitale and Mosoriot. Already we have secured the premises, we have the offices, but there is a procedure to be followed, which again, we have to be very professional. There is issues of investment and procurement, which must be very clear. Very clear. We have to provide infrastructure, ICT issues. So we assure you that those branches will be open not very far from now. I think that one is answered. Any other issue so that we move very quickly? Our chief guest again has a flight in the afternoon. Can we allow us to move to supervisory? Yeah, allow us to move to supervisory. One item, William? One. Allow for we move.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and the delegates. Mr. Chairman, I've scanned through your report. You have not touched anything on Mafikiro. I've also gone through the supervisory report and there's nothing to write home about. I don't know what's happening.
Mafikiro is an asset within us. Touching Mafikiro requires funds. The society do not have funds. Waje hiyo ng'ombe ikae hapo kwanza mpaka ifike time will resurface itself, because when we talk of Mafikiro, we require billions of money for it to move. Where is that money? But up to where we are now, we don't have issue with any assets that we have. We don't have issues with assets. Can we move?
Thank you, Chairman. On these delegates, let's move to the supervisory report. And I wish to invite the supervisory chairman, Mr. Daniel Mugo, to take over.
Thank you, Honorable Secretary. Dear delegates, allow me to take you through our supervisory report of the year 2024. as follows. The guest of honor, Daniel Marube, the Chief Executive Officer, CEK, the CEC, Trade Industrialization, Tourism, Cooperative and Enterprise Development was an issue in absentia. The Chief Officer, Cooperative and Enterprise Development was an issue. The County Cooperative Director was an issue, Madam Trusira. The Chairman, the Noble Sacco, the Managing Partner, Banking Associate, our esteemed delegates, invited guests, who, Madam Chairman, I believe we have in our midst so many guests. Already we have TSE County Director, probably at his team. We have also our sister organizations, the Kenya National Union of Teachers from all the 3 branches, the Marine Investment and the BF, because we are able to see the chairman aloud. Ladies and gentlemen, the preamble. We feel greatly honored to present our report for the year that 1st of December 2024. We would like to thank our esteemed members, the CEO, the management and staff for providing us with necessary information that assisted in coming up with this report. To start, we have loans. As we all know, loans form the core business of Sacco, so we have always given the first priority to start with. We have the table below gives a brief summary of the loan performance both in the back office, that is BOSA, and front office, that is FOSA, in the year 2024 compared to the year 2023. In the first column, we have performing loans and non-performing loans. Second column, we have the 2023, the number of accounts in column 3, 2024, column 4, and finally, the number of accounts in the last column. On performing, 2023, we had 2.9 million, plus the other figures you can read for yourself, having 10,809 accountees. In 2024, we had 3.2 or 3 billion in other figures, with 11,859. Non-performing, in the year 2023, we had 79.5 million Kenya shillings with 670 account holders. In 2024, we had 654,403 shillings with 581. The above table shows that members continue to access loans and do well in the category of performing. The loan increased from 2.9 in the year 2023 to to 3.3 in the year 2024. The number of accounts of the non-performing loans also went down from 670 accounts to 581 accounts. However, we still urge members to be prompt in repaying their loans. In summary, back office loans, that is BOSA, went down from 1,077,125,000 in the year 2023 to 10,610,300. I think it was also 1 billion in the year 2023. I'm sorry for that. In terms of loan, in terms of loans forms, the processed loan uptake also declined from 3953 accounts to 3838 accounts. Membership. As per last 1st of December 2024, active members were 18,683 as compared to 15,088. Same period 2023. There was an increase by approximately 23.83%. We appreciate the continuous growth and the good work done by the city's marketing team. We, however, urge the delegates to strongly patronize the Sacco and the Sacco and its product in order to attract more members, especially those challenging their salary and other proceeding through the Sacco since the number is still low as it is stand at 5,017, slightly increase from the year 2023. Debts and debtors. On the side of the debtors, as you can be able to see, there is slightly improvement if you compare with the previous years, because so far we have gone out with 144,000, which has been there for some times. We have Township Secretary, which also has 270,000, which again a call-out has been existing for some time. The above debts have remained the same for a long time. We urge the board to look for alternative ways of recovering these debts. Staff. The staff form a critical resource in growth of a society. The staff at the Noble Sacco stand at 39. Such a high number of staff should, however, facilitate high performance and positive growth of the Sacco. Then we have the strength of the Sacco. The following are our strengths in our Sacco. 1, the Sacco office is located at a strategic business position. The Sacco has maintained the society's colors, as you can be able to see. The Sacco has enough personnel. The Sacco has a good and workable organization structure. The Sacco has complied with statutory obligations. Areas of improvement or areas to improve for that. 1, branding. We have put those areas in point form because we do not want to use so many words And therefore, dear delegates, when you look at those points, you try to read it and scrutinize further so that you can be able to give forward. When we talk of blooding, we are urging that every material that we are using the Noble Sacco should be branded as the Noble Sacco with our colors, because it will assist in marketing as well. The customer care, we have a desk in the customer care, and therefore we require that one to be improved. Opening of branches, I think that one, it has been reacted in the report's chairman, so we had captured, although somebody had said that he had not seen it, but it's there. The opening of the branches, we are still insisting it should continue. Staff appraisal, we realize that our Sacco has not come up with the staff appraisal, and we require the body members to do something about it so that our staff can be able to be measured. Designing products that can attract the youth, retirees, and diaspora members. What we mean by this, and you have reacted, like our young teachers who are joining, those are the people we are calling the youth, the retirees, so that you can be able to maintain the retirees. We don't want them to pull out. Then we are urging the board and the diaspora, those are outside this country, we are asking the board probably to think of a product that can attract that area. The microfinance requires more improvement so that we have more and they are able to pay the money. We have M-Pesa. Members generally have been requesting if the Sacco would open an M-Pesa within our premises so that they can be able to do it. So we are also saying that one is an area to be improved. The ICT and system modules, I think that one again is an issue where we are also agitating that we should have that area be improved. The recommendations. The Sacco town plot building should undergo facelift and painting. That is self-explanatory. The banking hall should be relocated to the ground floor to accommodate ease of use by the aged, terminally ill, and persons with disability. All Sacco items should be blooded. I think I talked about that one. Even the chairs that we use should be blooded. The society's TV should be used to marketing purposes. When we say this, if you have gone to the banks, we have TVs, most banks. When you are waiting to be served, you can see the products that are offered by the banks. So we would expect the same to happen in our Sacco, so that as members are waiting to be served, they are able to get more information through that screen. There should be a functional customer care desk. That one I've mentioned about it. We would like to have an empty chair that is for customer, but nobody is seated there. The board should fast track opening of branches in the identified areas that in Mosoriot in Kitale, we have talked about it, I mentioned it. Develop staff operation tools to measure staff performance. Frequent train staff on ICT so as to maximize use of the system modules. Conclusion. Despite the fact that the Sacco is stable and committed in meeting the requirements of the regulator, that is Sacco Society Regulatory Authority SACIRA, we urge the board to make sure that liquidity ratios continue to remain higher above the expected threshold in all times. Finally, let us hold hands and work as a team. Long live the Noble Sacco, that is Chairman Daniel Mugo, the Secretary Madam Chemkimis, and Edward B. Watt. Shukurani kwa kunisikiliza. Thank you so much.
I think back to the chairman, society chairman, for discussion of the report, then thereafter the chief guest's speech.
We have consulted with the chief guest here, and he has accepted. He has accepted that we have treasurer's presentation, treasurers, and the balance sheet. Then he talks. Thank you, Mr. Marube. Thank you so much. Yeah. Proposal for adoption. Proposal for adoption of supervisory. Malim. Behind Rotich.
David Mokaya, 4240. 4240.
Madam Pale.
Okay, Pauline Sambu, membership number 2123.
Thank you so much. Supervisory's report. Page 16. A number of those figures will be repeated in our balance sheet and ahead. Page 17. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'll be very brief. Concerned debt and debtors, CONAT 144,000, Township 270,000. What legal action has been taken against, bearing in mind that CONAT is still operating? Is it adjacent to the Nopal? I don't know about the Township. Hii pesa iko mingi, ingekuja society endelee. Thank you very much.
Maru, respond on CONAT.
Maybe on the issue of CONAT, you'll realize Township and CONAT, business of CONAT so much relies on capitation. The same case for Township. And as we are talking now, what is reflected as debt for CONAT has been cleared in 2025. So the report that is read is for 2024. So CONAT has cleared. So the only one that we are following up with is Township. Township, it is a school within the county, and maybe we, as a Sacco, you see that is still part of us. We are following up with the head teacher, the new head teacher Township.
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Viwat.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Mine is observation. And this concerns membership. I've tried to go through this booklet, though I've not got the real number, how many we are. But looking at membership here, we are told that active members are 18,000. And what I know, if all of us, all the members, whether 35,000 or so, were active, if they were active and they really patronize all the Sacco, I'm sure our dividends could be more than 15%. So I know we go out looking for members, but you see, when members come and become dormant again, there's not much help. So my request is to the delegates, let us look for a way of making sure that all these members we have, about 35,000 and 8,000, surely are active, so that when money is in, out, by the end of the year, we'll have very good dividends. Let us do something on that, and I'm sure we will grow. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman Emeritus, Chairman Supervisory Emeritus. Thank you so much. Observation from that far end? Hapa nyuma, huyo mwalimu.
My name is Robert Oriko, member number 9172. I have a few concerns. Number one is that on strategies of improving membership, you have talked about designing products that can attract the youth, retirees, and diaspora members on page 18. So I think last year we talked about how we can motivate these people who are newly employed, and we said that one way is we can give them loans, and these loans, these young men want large sums of money to do projects, so they run to the banks. So why don't we have this product whereby if they are newly employed, we just give them good loans for development, and then we can prevent them from rushing to the banks. So where I teach, we have two young teachers who asked me of the product. When I told them to join the Noble, they told me that they want loans to develop, and that product, the Noble doesn't have it. So why don't we do that? Another one is about asset buying, like banks used to do. Why don't we also have that product whereby when one wants a house or a vehicle, then the Sacco can just facilitate, and then you do it with a loan. And then another one is about online borrowing. The world where we are living in, the technology is growing every day. So I would like to suggest that even if a member is very far, you can just apply for a loan, and then it can be approved online, and then it can be facilitated online without coming to the Sacco premises. And then another one is about date of ADM, annual delegates meeting. I would like to propose that we come up with a date, maybe in the month of February, because this is a big Sacco. Like the day of elections, we are told in every year of elections, the Kenyan elections, it is second Tuesday of August election year. So why don't we have just a date, maybe say second week or third week, we have our annual delegates meeting. Thank you.
Allow me to answer that one straight before we move. That is dictated by external auditor and the registration of books. So sometimes we may agree that let it be on 10 February, only to find that the books at that time will not have gone through with the regulator. But we shall strive so much to come around 15th of February. Then online, thank you for your observations. Those are issues that we are working on. At the moment, our IT system has been audited. A number of issues are going to change in terms of how to address members' concerns. Yamanya, lastly.
Mine is a suggestion. Chairman, there is the seats you gave us to sit down there where we are waiting. I suggest sometimes members come and their phones are off. So I'm suggesting that if we can have 2 sockets It will be good for us so that so that ukifika pale simu imesimu unafanya nini? You charge. Again, on retirees, we have done very well. I think, CEO, you must thank us for that. 3/4 of those who had left the society. I'm talking now as the chairman of retirees Wasingishu. Those who had withdrawn, CEO, and have we not done a good job? Yes, they have come back. A number of them have come back. So, thank you for that. Again, Chairman, these guys who work in our place there, some look very, very bad. Why don't they dress properly?
Thank you.
Boys are coming there with T-shirts on and it is a bank.
Yeah, Itaisha.
Itaisha. Thank you.
I think for the issue of providing sockets, Maru, that one does not require any rocket science. Let those things be there by Monday. Yeah. All right, thank you so much. Nyamanya, thank you for bringing in retirees. I know you have been very proactive. Thank you so much. We shall also continue supporting you. There is a meeting I was to attend, but I was very far. You will fix it again, I'll come. Okay, because of time, and let's now have Treasurer's report.
Thank you, Chairman. Our chief guest of Honor, Daniel Marube, who is the Chief Executive Officer, CAK, County Cooperative Director, TSC County Director, NAT, leadership, our esteemed delegates, and all invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great delight this day to present the proposed society financial budget for the year 2026. Let's all study the document and freely have a discussion. Indeed, your noble contribution on the document will steer the society to remarkable and economic growth and development come the year 2026. Proposal for 2026 on comprehensive income and expenditure budget for the next year 2026. Revenue income, and all these shall be found on page 21. Revenue income, we are proposing a budget of 925,798,297. How we shall get it on page 21. On expenses, the expenses 832,793,114 and some 9 cents. Net operating surplus 93 million 5,182 and 91 cents. Income tax 22,938,656. Transfer to changes in equity 70,066,526 and 91 cents. Cash flow, which is found on pages 23 to 24, extending. Opening balance 546,976,049 shillings and 29 cents. Add to cash inflow, which is will be 4,773,225,000 225,597. Total cash inflow 5,320,201,646.29. Closing balance after less cash outflow of 4,607,241,453.11. We shall have a closing balance of 712,960,193.18. In conclusion, dear delegates, in the face of our concerted efforts to grow the society by leaps and bounds, I have consciously and deliberately come up with a budget that shall ensure incredible achievements of our esteemed members' supreme needs. Thank you.
Thank you. That is going to be a budget to guide us for the year 2026. Hopefully, we believe we are going to achieve the intentions as highlighted. The notes to that effect are contained on page 21 all through that will explain that budget. Proposal for adoption? Yes. The two of you, so that we finish.
Julius Kipiego, membership number 4797.
Madam Maponyuma.
Maureen Kirui, membership 7075.
Thank you so much. That is going to be our guiding budget for the year 2026. Any comment? All right, the budget is a guiding tool. Now, because of time, allow us to have the balance sheet read by external auditor. Then we invite our chief guest. Thank you, our chief guest, for accepting. Thank you so much. External auditor.
Okay, Chairman, the board, the chief guests, all the guests, staff, Sacco management, staff, and distinguished delegates. Good afternoon. My name is Peter Mwindi. I will be representing Ben Kim, your auditor, which you gave this job to do last year, and we really appreciate for that. And we have done to go straight to the financial statements. That gives the summary of all the Sacco performance as per the standard that is set by SASRA, and how the Sacco performed. I'm going to be very brief. The ratios, you can see the Sacco from that page has attained all the prudential ratios. That is the core capital over total assets, 10%. The Sacco performed at 17.5%. Core capital over total deposits, the standard is 8%. The Sacco performed at 22.9%. Institutional capital over total assets, the standard is 8%. The Sacco performed at 9.1%. Liquidity, the Sacco, the set rate is 15%. The Sacco attained 52%. In terms of net loans over total assets, the recommended is between 70 and 80. The Sacco is up a bit, which is not bad, 83%. Savings over total assets, The same rate is between 7 and 8. The Sacco is at 76. So the Sacco performed very well in all the ratios. If you allow me, I will go straight to the next statement. I'm going to discuss the two important statements, and then I read our independent opinion on the financial statements. If you go to page 50, that is the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income. And the revenue for the Sacco in the 2024, the total interest income, that is the Sacco performed at 518 million in 2024 against 499 million in the year 2023. There was an increase of 19.3 million. In terms of net interest expense, that is more so on your interest, interest on your deposits. It increased from 249 million to 209 in the year 2023 to 269 in the year 24. Then in terms of expenses, you can see their expenses are analyzed there. The total expenses, as well as when also the income rose, the expense also slightly rose from 297 million to 349 million. The Sacco performed very well in terms of impairment charge on loans and advances. That is given by note 14. Last year, it had actually increased by 285,000, but in the year 2024, the Sacco performed very well. It reduced by 21 million. And then SASRA recommended we don't put under that note, we changed the presentation. It was taken to changes in equity. So that is the performance. In terms of taxation, that is well analyzed under note 23 and note 23 and page 69. So the taxation is 12 million. For year 2024, it was around 11 million plus 5 million on dividends. That was not considered last year, 2023. That is why you see that increment. In terms of net surplus for the year 2023, 55 million against 19 million. If you allow me, let's move to the next report. That is page 51. Statement of financial position, assets of the Sacco, and the assets of the Sacco include the cash which was there, trade receivables, trade and other receivables. That summarizes what your question on Cusco, what was provided, and again the investment which was there on shares, and again on investment, the investment itself. In terms of total assets, the total assets for 2023, it was 3.5 billion against 3.8 billion in the year 2024. There was an increase of 357.7 million in the year 2024 against the year 2023. In terms of total liabilities, they also grew from 2.9 billion in the year 2023 to 3.2 billion in the year 2024. That is represented by shareholders' funds and the equity, giving a total of 3.8 billion in the year 2024 against 3.5 billion in the year 2023. I think that's the financials for the year 2024. And from here, I request you, I now move to our opinion on the financial statements for the year 2024. That is page 46. And we believe that the audit evidence we obtained is sufficient and appropriate to provide the basis of our opinion. And we declare we received all the information that we requested from the Sacco. It was provided, and the financial statements, the balance sheet, and the P&L agrees with the system accounts that is maintained by the Sacco, and that the financial statements represent true and fair view. So we audited the accompanying financial statements of the Nombo Sacco Society Limited set out on page 10 to 28, which comprises the statement of financial position as at 31st December 2024, and the statement of comprehensive income, statement of changes in equity, and statement of cash flows for the year then ended, and summary of significant accounting policies and other explanatory notes. In our opinion, the financial statements give a true and fair view of the state of the society's financial affairs at 31st December 2024, the results of the operations and cash flows for the year then ended in accordance with international financial reporting standards and the requirements of the Kenyan Sacco Societies Act. That is our opinion. It's an unqualified opinion and a clean opinion. Thank you. I really appreciate for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, our auditor, external auditor. Thank you. Thank you for the advices you have continuously given us. I call for the proposal for adoption of this report. Members, very quickly. There is a hand down there. Then you come to the next.
Paul Torre, 1913.
Yes, Paul Torre. Then next. Seconded.
Lois Lagat, 2140.
All right, that one is our balance sheet with the dividends to be declared today in a short while from now. We shall call for resolution of the same. Then immediately you pass it, you will get it in your M-Pesa right away. Right, I'm gonna waste time. So, ngoja kidogo. Allow me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, members. Thank you so much, members. Allow me to recognize UG Mwalumu Investment. Where are you? Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Jobong. Benevolent. Thank you so much. I've seen you. Capture leadership. Oh, Asanteni sana. Welcome. Director Enterprise Development from the county. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Karibu sana. We also have our CEC, Madam Jenia Jeruto. You have always been with us. We are humble. Thank you so much. Yesterday we were somewhere together. Yeah. CIC. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So with that, with a lot of humility, the CEC has a function, but I want her to listen to our chief guest. So with us here is a man of substance, a man who has been in the movement, a man who has worked in the bank, and is the one who has assisted us to work through difficulties in the cooperative policies, cooperative act, There is now a bill that is before Parliament. He has played a key role. That is why we decided that let him be here. Before you are honorable members that are making Noble Sacco the way it is. Welcome, sir. Karibu sana. Itaga is our name. Itaga. Yeah. No, that is how we welcome visitors.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, I feel like I'm too much confined. Can I go in front? Is that okay? Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Members, how are you? Just greet two people next to you on my behalf. Look at his face in case you lose your wallet. You might remember which member was sitting next to you. The chairman and the board, our CEC, all invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm extremely delighted to be here with you. And before I start, I want to recognize my director, the vice chairman of CAK, who is here with us. Your own director is doing extremely good job in ensuring that national governments and county governments do not enact policies and laws that are punitive to the cooperative sector. So he's doing extremely very well. That our work is to check the national government and the county government for any excesses as far as our cooperative business is concerned. I will be brief because you are teachers. I was once a geography and English literature teacher, and there's a reason why. A lesson goes between 35 and 40 minutes. I have done my lesson plan, and therefore I hope I will follow it up. I'll be brief. I'm torn between this story. A king went to see a magician. A magician told him, I can dress you with an invisible suit. Just remove the clothes and I will give you a new invisible suit. The king removed the clothes and he was walking naked. And he was asking his people, how do I look? The people said, Your Majesty, you are looking very smart. But the king was walking until one person said, Your Majesty, you are naked. Because they feared if he speaks the truth, they will be prosecuted and killed. But then at the end of the day, the king came and killed all those people who lied to him that he was smart when he was actually walking. So now I don't know whether should I speak to you the truth so that next time you can welcome me back and I eat your lunch, or I lie to you, you feel good, I eat your food, or I tell you the truth and walk away. Which one do you want? Are you ready? Yes. For the truth? Yes. Number one, you are 40 years old. How many years old are you? A man who is 48 years old, there are things you are expected to have. Isn't it? You have a house, you should have a wife, you have some cows, and you behave with a certain decorum in public because you are an old man. True? At 48 years, you are having a core capital of 700,000, below $1 billion. So you are walking like a 28-year-old man. At your age, you should be having a core capital of not less than 3 billion. Your numbers are your membership, the entire membership for 48 years, you are only 18,000 members. And active members are actually below. The people who take loans are less than 11,000, 10,000 active loan takers. I saw you clapping because you have excess liquidity of about 58%. That is not good for the Sacco. It's not good for the Sacco. It means your appetite to take loans is very low. You do not understand the purpose with which the Noble Sacco was created for. Hello? Your appetite for what? Is what? But your appetite for dividends is what? Very what? Where would it come from? And you have cash idle in the what? In the Sacco, nobody is taking the loan. Is that a fact? Number two, how many of you have a bank account outside the Sacco? A, speak the truth. Hands up. I have one. How many? That's one of your biggest problems. You do not have confidence and faith in your own Sacco. You are banking something here. Some of you have more than 3 bank accounts. Yeah? Unaweka kidogo kidogo hapa na wapi? Na pale. You cannot grow your Sacco if you do not consolidate your resources into one institution and believe in it. Do you know whom you are? You are 450 delegates. You grew your membership by about 1,000 new members. Meaning, on average, each one of you introduced 1.25 member for the whole year to the Sacco. All of you, on average, 2.25 what? Persons. Are you serious? Are you really a delegate? Let me tell you who a delegate is. A delegate is the owner of the Sacco. Delegate means you have been given powers by the other members to run the business on their behalf. So you are the owner of and the manager of the Noble Sacco. Which means, my brothers and sisters, that when you live here and you get drunk in town, na umewekewa mchere because ulikuwa na nini? Na dividends, na uko na hiyo kofia, na umelala kwa kiti, baka asubuhi macho nyekundu. That is the image of who? You are the image. You are the carrier of the brand name of the society. You are the Sacco itself. The Sacco is as good as you. I was so disappointed to read that for all these years, most of you have just a savings of about 200,000 shillings. How many days of a year do we have? Some of you have been like 3 years delegates for 3. How many delegates for more than 5 years? Let me see. Or 3 years? All of you, isn't it? 3 years has how many days? 365 times 3 is how many days? So if you have a saving of 200,000 divided by the number of days for 3 years, how much are you saving per day? Quickly, somebody with a calculator. How much are you saving? How much? 10 shillings? 5 bob? How much is that? Less than 20 shillings. And you are the brand name, you are a delegate. For 5 years, 10 years you have been a member, you have only a saving of 200,000. If I were you today, you should pass a resolution that for you to become a delegate, you must be seen to own the society and be committed into it, and you should not have a saving less than 1 million shillings. You know, you only have less than 20 millionaires in the entire group only. Just between above 1 million and the 7 million, you are only 18 of you. That's how poor you are. You go to other counties, teachers have saved 15 million, up to 70 million. By the time they retire, the money will be working for them. Somebody having 8 million shillings as a savings, and you are earning 10% as your dividend, how much money will you earn per year? 8 million? What is 8 million divided by 365 days? How much will you be earning? Mathematics? No. No. 8 million times 10%, it gives you how much? You will be earning 21,900 per what? Per day. How many teachers earn that kind of money per week? None. Can I tell you, unless you save when you are still young and strong, our children will never take care of us. I was in Dubai and the neighboring country. When you go to the airport, ni vijana wa Nandi, wamecha huko, sijui nani alipeleka, ndio wamecha huko. And some of you, the majority of you teachers here, mumepeleka watoto wenu Australia, they will never come to support you at old age. They are not come. You are investing for children to save youth at old age. They are not there. They will not be there. Your future is secured by you sacrificing. Nani anachukua notes? You must sacrifice today for you to enjoy the better of tomorrow. And it's not too late. How do you do it? When your dividend comes, give an instruction to your CEO here. I don't need that money. Return it back. Supposing you don't go and utilize this dividend today, will you die? You won't die, but you will be saving for your future. I have not taken a dividend for a little while. And my target is, can I earn 34,000 from the Sacco when I'm retiring per day? Meaning, I can walk from the house without taking breakfast. I go to the ATM, you remove your 30,000, you put it here. You go somewhere, which is the best hotel here, Eka. Eka is about 2,000 shillings, so I still have 30,000. And the lunch, unatoa gari unaenda Musori yote, kuna mahali hapo chini wanachoma kuku, unachomewa ni 1,500. Pato ukuna ngapi? 30,000. Hata kama watoto wanahama na bibi atakuacha aende kuchunga watoto wapi? Australia. Wewe utabaki hapa. Sasa kama umesave 200,000, sasa utaishi aje? Hiyo 200 itakusaidia kweli? Haiwezi kukusaidia. Can I tell you, you have a more potential than you know. You are not utilizing your potential. You are not. You go to Morang, I have checked out here what kind of cars you are driving. I've not seen anybody with a pickup. Ya kubeba hata hii chakula imepaki hapa pelekee nguruwe. Sichaona pickup moja imebeba crates ya mayai because you came and you have sold your eggs. Sichaona mitungi ya maziwa. Whom have we left that money for? The population of this country, on average, we are 19 years old. We have a lot of consumers than farmers. True or untrue? Now, how do you make sure that these consumers, the money they are spending, do you know, who can imagine how many eggs would be eaten today in this town? Everybody has eaten an egg. On average, we eat about how many eggs per month? I don't know. Onions, tomatoes. Everybody, every home, amekula tomatoes, isn't it? How much money is spent on tomatoes in this country? Si ya kwa hapa. Mumbutafuta kuambie. Tons and tons. Do you know who is pocketing that money? Why are you not part of the ecosystem to bring that money into your pocket? You have set your standards far too low. This is not where you are supposed to be. You have done well. Elder, huku kwenu wanasema a man who has never eaten outside their mother's house, they think their mother is the best what? That's what you belong to. Munaona munagrow, lakini munafikiri hapa tumefanya mzuri sana. But I've come to tell you, you have not done well. You have much more potential than this. If every member, we are 18,000 members, if each one of us can bring one more member, active member, we will be how many members? What will be our asset base in 3 years' time? Will be 9 billion. Straight away. No, there's no magic about it. If you want to know that you are living in a rich environment, is there any other Sacco which has come from outside this area? Do you know of any? How many? How many do you, can you name them? Boresha? Nani ingine? Stima? Mwalimu? Kenya Police? And you are telling me for 48 years you are only having one branch. Yani mumekalia hapo tu, amutaki kuangalia nje, and others have seen potential. That's why they are coming. This country, you guys, you have a massive potential. Utilize it. Work on it. Wake up. That's why the others have come. You should be now at the top and asking yourself, how come even Kenya Police is coming here? How come Boresha, they have come all the way to come here and eat our cake? You are not seeing that the cake is being eaten. Because you are on this other side, and number two, if I can be very kind, you are stubborn. You are so stubborn that you don't want to see the truth. You know, you just want to be there where you are. And can I tell you why you are that stubborn? Muko na ng'ombe ya masiwa. Nani ako na ng'ombe ya masiwa kwake? Unajua masiwa ni pesa. Mnajua hiyo? Lakini jana the CC was launching ng'ombe ni nini? Ni school fees. Masiwa ni school fees. Muchunge ndama. For your ndama to become a high yielder, I am a dairy farmer. I have about 50 cows in Nairobi town. Mimi masiwa lita yangu moja ni 80. Kama utaki kwenda. Na masiwa ibaki. Because I feed my animals well, freshens, and their milk has high fat content. So mtu anaangalia kununua ile ya karatasi ya 65 4-5 chai ya ikui. Yangu akiweka glasi moja, anasema nenda kwa ile mtu ile. Nenda mulete masiwa. Right? If you want your heifer to give you the highest yield in the next 20 months, you must give it what? Enough milk from the day it was born. You set aside 4 to 5 liters for your heifer on a daily basis. Hiyo ng'ombe itakupatia 40 what? Liters. Ukiinyima na hiyo ng'ombe haitakupatia hata 15 liters the whole day. Na nyinyi pia, if you are stifling your Sacco, you are not giving your core capital, it can't grow. You can't grow your Sacco. You need to increase core capital. by passing a resolution and say, from today going forward in the next 2 years, each one of us should increase from 30,000 to 50,000. That is what will jumpstart and grow your cooperative society. That is where you will get the money to change the system you need from a simple system into a major core banking and a digital platform that you can be able to attract even the people in diaspora. You must take risk, and you must take a bold step. And that bold step starts from you as a person to sacrifice. You tie your belt and say, from this time on, I'm going to save. I told my wife, go to a Sacco. Build your money there. At old age, mimi natengeneza yangu kando Sacco. Hii sio ya family. Hii ni ya nani? Ni yangu. Na wewe yako huko na tafuta Sacco, akatafuta akapata stima. Kamwambia weka pesa yako stima. Sasa wewe ukienda mkutano ya top savers in Mombasa, mimi nakuja tu kupepea back. Kwa sababu najua huko umelipiwa nini? Ndege mimi nalipa yangu. Umelipiwa nyumba ya kulala, mimi nitakuja nilala hapo kando. Na tukae Mombasa siku ngapi? 1 week. Even you, chairman, you should have an incentive. The millionaires, start taking them out. Put aside some money. Ndio hao wengine wasikie uchungu. Waongeze nini? Waongeze pesa. Wakiona kwamba walienda huko, walienda Dubai na wamerudi kwa pesa ya Sacco because they are millionaires. Si wengine wataongeza? Mtaongeza, mko na pesa. You have land, munauza mahindi, mko na maharagwe, mko na ng'ombe ya maziwa, munauza ndume ya zimejaa kwenu. Hiyo pesa yote munakula. You don't realize that we will be retiring tomorrow. How many will never retire? Let me see by show of hand. How many of you are about 40 years? So you are my candidates. I'm talking to the right people, isn't it? Let me tell you, the moment you retire, a few things happen. Then people know that you are not on payroll. The day umefanyiwa sherehe ya kwamba sasa umeretire, wataanza kukuletea chembe, panga na wheelbarrow, si ndio? And you are a teacher and they come put, and they know very well you are a what? You are a teacher. The following day ukienda kwa ile msichana wa M-Pesa, umwambie niwekee pesa hapo 5,000, nitakuja kukurudishia kesho. Utapata? Atakwambia kuna float. Atakwambia nini? Ukienda hospitali, insurance companies are here to say you want a medical cover. They will tell you they don't have a product for people above 60 years. Ukienda kwa bank, commercial bank, kuchukua loan, and you are 60, wanakuangalia hivi, wanakuambia you're not eligible. It must be 100% cover. Security must be cash. If you want 200,000, they need your 200,000 here. They give you another 200,000. Then you ask yourself, for what? Because they think you are likely to die very quickly. And actually you will die very quickly if you have not secured your financial resources. 5 years, amuonangi walimu miaka 5 tu, anaanza kutembea kama goigoi. Pesa imeisha. Anashindwa kutoka kwa nyumba kwa sababu akikutana na wanaume wengine. And you know, as a man, when your wallet is empty, you can't even walk. That's our weakness. Am I speaking something? Yes. Am I converting one? Yes. Lastly, cooperatives have changed the lives of many people. Not only in Kenya, but all over the world. That's why United Nations have declared 2025 a year of international cooperatives. The whole world, all governments are celebrating our model of cooperatives. And I want to urge you, using this spirit we have, that we save more. We take loans. And don't take a loan because the pay slip has room, okay? That there's room in your pay slip, you take a loan. Take a loan because you have a purpose. Take a loan because you are going to do something to increase your wealth. When I look at the reason why Noble Sacco was created, it was created to provide access, to provide its members access to affordable financial services. And therefore, to help you to create and multiply your wealth. We did not create a Sacco, any Sacco in this country, to give dividends. Dividends is a by the way. Those of you who know maths better than I do, I'm just a geography teacher. If you're taking a loan at 21%, another one is taking the loan at 10%. Your pay slip can only allow you to take 3 million, for example. So at 10%, you can take 2.6 million. But at the 21%, you can only take about 1.2 million. Amongst the two, but this other one which giving you a loan of 1.2 million will guarantee you a dividend of 13%. This one will give you 8%. Which loan would you take? 1.5 or 2.6? Reasonably, 2.6 will do much more with that money, and it will multiply than the one sitting down waiting for 12% dividend. So let us resolve, like we did in Mount Kenya region, that the main purpose of us patroning our society is to help us grow your wealth and not to give you, to demand dividends from them, and yet you are cash rich. So then you can be able to fulfill the purpose of the Sacco, to make me, to make you, to make the member more wealthier than those who are not in the cooperative sector. Number two, the chairman has talked about the bill which is now in the Senate. This bill is aimed at, number one, harmonizing the national and the county government to fulfill the requirement of the Constitution, because cooperatives is a devolved function. But we have shared functions in between. We are a unitary nation, even though we have 40-something counties. We are one at the end of the day. Cooperatives, we are a movement. We cannot be divided and secured in terms of counties. We are beyond the what? Beyond those boundaries. Number two, let me warn all of you that when this act passes, if anybody jokes with the members' funds, we will not surcharge you. The bill is not going to surcharge you. It will charge you. We will follow the money. Your house will be sold. Your car will be recovered, because the money must be done what? Received. The moment 3 or 4 people will be caught, na mali yao ile walikuwa wameiba imechukuliwa, hata watoto wako hawataenda shule. You know, watu watasema, oh, wewe ni yule baba yako ndio yule alikuwa anaiba pesa ya Noble Sacco akafungwa, hata kadi yenu ilifanya nini? Ikachukuliwa. Si mtaacha mambo ya wizi? May God help us as leaders in the cooperative sector to minimize our appetite to stealing. Let us start by minimizing the appetite. You know, appetite, it's the start thing that urges you to steal and to become rich. You can only become rich by saving, taking the loan for a good purpose that will increase your wealth. That's what God will bless you with. And we are looking at what the Bible talks about. Blessed are the pure at heart, for they shall do what? They will see God? Yes. Pure at heart. That's what you need. You are here to serve your members in good faith. I've stopped. I have had a big speech, but I want to stop there and wish you well. You have done well, but that's not good enough. God bless you.
That is not enough. Kano style. Moja, Billy, tatu, nne, because he's a man. Funga, fungua. Lesa walikuwa. All right. Because of time, we shall have somebody to move a vote of thanks on our behalf. Huyu mzee amezungumza ama hajazungumza? Asante sana. We have Madam CEC who will talk on behalf of the cooperative movement. Then we have one person talking on behalf of the teachers, and we call it a day. So, Madam, thank you for honoring to come to our function. Welcome again. Tukae pamoja, tusaidiane pamoja. Karibu.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, Chief Guest. And all cooperators, good afternoon. Hamjambo, mko wazima? Mimi naitwa Martha Cheruto, waziri wa biashara, ukuzaji wa viwanda, uwekezaji, utalii, vyama vya ushirika na maendeleo biashara. Wale wa kimombo tunajua ni trade, industrialization, tourism, cooperatives and enterprise development. Leo nimesimama hapa, kabla sijaendelea, ningependa mpokee salamu zake gavana wetu. Mnazipokea? Mmezipokea kwa furaha? Yes, angependa kuja hapa, lakini tuko na msiba kwa sababu mmoja wetu alipoteza mke wake, lakini tukajigawa. Na najua pia aliyefariki alikuwa mwalimu na ni mmoja wenu. Na pia aliyempoteza hata naye alikuwa mwalimu. Na najua wengi wenu mnajua ni nani. Kwa hivyo baadaye tutaelekea kule na sherehe yenyewe ya kumwambia lale salama inaendelea. Cha pili ni kuwajulisha watu ambao wako hapa, ambao tunafanya kazi nao. Tafadhali tu msimame ili mjulikane. Najua mshajulikana, but ni vizuri tufanye kwa haraka. Nadhani mtasonga hapa mbele ili wale ambao hawajawaona watawaona. Najua So quickly, I will mention their names very fast. Mbona tumekuja wengi? Si namna hiyo? Kwa sababu tunawapenda. Sasa saa zingine ni vizuri msikie sauti. Watasema tu jina na department. Na pia kuna wale ambao wako sub counties, ili mkirudi nyumbani mjue ni nani anawashughulikia katika sub county yako. So kwa haraka sana nitaanza kule. Sawa.
Mgeni wa heshima, Chairman, waziri wetu, all protocols observed. I'm Benjamin Rob, in charge of Noble Sacco. Thank you.
All protocol observed. I am Kipleti Mengich, the County Director for Cooperative Enterprise Development Fund here at Uasin County. Thank you.
Waziri, all protocols observed. I'm Samuel Wambugu, Director Cooperative Audit to Uasin County. Thank you.
Yeah, all protocol observed. My name is Kaitanya Edwin. I'm a cooperative officer in charge of Tarbo sub-county.
Okay, all protocols observed. Sharon Koileke, in charge of Moiben sub-county.
All protocols observed. Good afternoon. I'm Josephine Katam, cooperative officer in charge of Kapseret sub-county. Thank you.
Thank you, Waziri. All protocols observed. Good afternoon, Walimu. My name is Drusilla Cherogony, the acting County Cooperative Development Director. Asante.
Tuwapigie makofi tafadhali. Na pia kwanza namshukuru chief guest. Thank you for setting the piece. You've actually done our job. Si namna hiyo? Kwa sababu my job is to promote and sustain cooperative movement, make sure that they are vibrant. And at the same time in trade, my job is to create wealth, ensure that there's a conducive business environment, because ultimately, under nguzo number 4 of excellency, the governor is pesa mfukoni. Na hiyo ndio ametufundisha. Si namna hiyo? Alafu within you, umesikiaje hicho Kiswahili? Kiko vipi? Kiko sawa, si ndio? Na unajua mmoja wenu tu yuko hapa. Na najijua nilijifundisha Kiswahili kutoka kwake. Mtaka kumjua? Mtaka kumjua? Haya, tafadhali. Ameketi mkono wangu wa kushoto, Madam Farida. Tafadhali mpigie makofi Farida Ambash. Zaidi tafadhali. Thank you. That was one of our teachers in our primary school, and you can see. Unaona amenikuza mpaka niko, sio? And the interesting bit about life, she's also teaching my children. Angalia vile maisha yako. Si life iko hivyo? So thank you. Walimu, I salute you. We are here courtesy of the work you did together with the entire fraternity of the school I was in. Pale ambapo tulikuwa were taught 2 things. You have to be excellent in everything that you do. If you speak Swahili, ikuwe Kiswahili sanifu. Ukiongea Kiingereza, ikuwe Kiingereza sanifu. Na pia ukiongea Sheng, inakuwa mchanganyiko. Si namna hiyo? Now very short, first is really appreciate Noble Sacco. Mnajua jana mlitupatia heshima kubwa sana. You're meant to have your AGM yesterday, right? But you agreed to move it to today. Please celebrate yourselves. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. That was the biggest honor that you gave to the county, because yesterday was a big event. And you also supported the event. Let us celebrate again Noble Sacco. We truly appreciate that you came through to support the dream and the vision of His Excellency the Governor and Excellency the Cabinet Secretary. Maziwa ni school fees program is very important. It touches on a student, it touches on a parent, it touches on a teacher, it touches on a society. And I was glad when the chief guest was speaking, because he talked about the future. Now this program, and because we are all teachers, you've seen the education level in this county not being very top. Ukweli si kweli. Watoto wanakuja nyumbani kwa sababu hawana karo. But then the question was, we all have cows, and on a day we at least have 2 liters of milk. Why can't the child stay in school? That is why, with Tuyo Cooperative Society, we piloted a program whereby the members of a cooperative society, a dairy cooperative society, on a daily basis, will at least set aside 2 liters that will go and support the child in school. And we are glad we had the education team, because you are the teachers. Some of you are principals, you are the head teachers in those schools. And that program is to enable you as a principal, together with the chairman of a cooperative society, agree on the modality of payment, work out a year fee plan all the way to a day. By the time a student is committing through the parent or the parent through the student, that 2 liters on a daily basis will be set aside. That means in a monthly time, there'll be a check credited to that school account. That means there will be no dropout. That means the student will stay in school. And also that means the parent will work extra hard through the programs that we have in terms of producing milk, that at the end of the day, we have all benefited. And we believe 5-10 years from now, and by then you will be about 60 years, Uasin Gishu County literacy levels will be high. We are the first county to pilot that. That means as we go forward, we'll not be having children staying at home because they're not able to pay school fees. So ladies and gentlemen, as principals and teachers in schools, please embrace that program, work with the cooperative societies so that we all benefit. Number 2, on the same note that you talked about, why is that program important? As we save daily, we all know what life can bring sometimes. We are grandparents, we are parents, and that means there'll still be students even after your retirement. That is one way that you're going to support the community, by paying for someone, because we leave a legacy. Education is the only best investment you can ever give a generation, because it makes them globally accepted and they can fit anywhere in this world, because education is an equalizer. So, on other note, so that I proceed to conclude, is the message that has been given today. I do chair the CCM caucus of cooperatives at the national level. That means all the 47 counties coming together, I sit as their chair. Thank you. Appreciated. Now, this being 2025, the year of cooperatives, the theme is that we are building cooperative societies, build a better world. True or not true? Now, with that affirmation, I want to endorse what the chief guest said, that we need to start on a new level. Because an AGM tells us what we have done. And at the same time, we set plans for the future. It is our desire that this year, we're going to vibrate as many cooperative societies as possible. We're going to ensure that the Saccos, even the cooperative societies, because all of them are one, it's just that we use different terms. We're going to be millionaires. I know you have an asset base of billions, but individually, we are not as many millionaires as can be. Is that true or false? So could we commit to the chairman and to ourselves and to God Almighty that the vision we have been given to be a millionaire, we are going to be millionaires? Do we believe we are millionaires or not? Si we are millionaires? So hamjambo watu ambao wana milioni kwa mifuko. Hamjambo. Millionaires hoye. Bas. Now, sisi kama cooperative society, I can go and confirm to the governor, tuko na millionaires. Sinamna hiyo? It is that simple, as we've been told. I will use the statements that are on your page 15, and it was by the chairman. Statement. He said, remember, success is the sum of small actions repeated day in, day out. Chief guest has broken it to us that if you want to earn 10,000 a day, this is what you need to do. If you want to earn 34,000 a day, this is what you do. So it means cumulatively, on a daily basis, so we'll all enjoy our success. So please, everybody, as we leave here, have your target for 1 year, break it down to per day, and then start putting something. The amount of money we use on telecommunication, if you compare it, it is actually way higher than any other bill that you have. Ukweli si ukweli? Sasa si tunaweza punguza kidogo? alafu tunaisukuma kwa Noble Sacco. At the end, by next year, when we are saying we have borrowed, we expect dividends, it is because of those small actions. Number 2 on that is to remind us, and this is where I will close with the last 3. It says, this is now mine, what got you here won't get you there. So what has brought us to here today is not the same plan that will take us to the next vision that we want. I know the executive, led also by the chairman, has a great vision. But whatever has brought us to where we are today, definitely it will not take us. That means if I was saving 1,000 every month and I stay at 1,000, I'll still be the same. But if I want to earn more, it means I have to sacrifice and be saving, say, 5,000 every month, because that is what will get me to where I want to be. So I will leave you now with the 3 things known as raise. So as Noble Sacco, we have talked, we have been, and I can tell you I'm proud to be associated with you. Even the governor himself is very proud to be associated with you. So please keep that flame burning. Make it even burn higher. Kama mnataka iongezewe petroli, ongeza, haina shida. Bora mkuwe na fire extinguisher karibu. Si namna hiyo? Yes. Just go with the same energy that you started, but build it better on 3 things known as raise. The first raise as Noble Sacco, I'd be glad that you raise your stage. You've been challenged. Our stage currently is Uasin Gishu. Sinamna hiyo? This region. Sindio? Can we raise our stage and play in another stage? We can open up. We have 47 counties. And it does not limit us. Bona Executive Director, CAK. See, we can even go to Uganda. We can go to even the US. Sinamna hiyo? That's the stage we need to ask ourselves. Which stage do we want to play in? So what got us here is not what is going to get us there. So the first thing is let us raise our stage. Tunacheza ligi gani? Then the second one is raise our site. He told us we are 48 years, but we seem to be how old? 28, no? So it means we need to raise our site. That by the time someone is looking at us, can actually say, kumbe ni 48, lakini let the 28 be ile tunasema amejichunga sana. Sinamna hiyo? So let us raise our site. We have 2 billion, I'm just seeing the numbers here, assets to 3B, 3.8. But with the numbers that you have, why can't you be at 10 billion? Is it possible? You know you're the biggest constituency. Walimu wote Kenya nzima can be your members. So we just need to raise our site. Where do we want to be? Everyone to bring a person, 2 people, your family, your someone, you will be those numbers. And cooperative is about numbers. It's aggregation of numbers. And we always say there is power in numbers. So the second one was raise your site. And then the third one is raise your standards. Where are we playing? Are we playing in the gold? Are we playing in the platinum? Are we playing in the silver? Or do we expect bronze standards? So we need to raise our standards. And that captions it with a message by the chairman again. It says, let's jointly and tirelessly, I'll say that again, let us jointly and tirelessly share for excellence. So it means our standard is excellence. So if we are not playing at that level or the standards of excellence, then tujite mkutano tujiambie vitu hivyo vitatu. Raise our stage, raise our site, and then raise our standards, and then finally, let us go global. Wengi mna watoto nje, ya Kenya hii, wengi mna watoto nje ya county hii, inamaanisha we are a global stage. With all that, may God bless you, may God give you good health, may God give you all the desires of your heart, may He give you the grace and the mercies that you deserve, and may He give the leadership, the wisdom, and the knowledge with all the guidance that is required to lead Noble Sacco to achieve its ultimate goal. Mungu awabariki, tutazidi kuonana. Asanteni sana.
Thank you so much, Madam CC. You've given us strong prayers. Mr. Tuigong, to move out a vote of thanks for the chief guest and our CC. Then I invite two persons to make a comment, not a speech. I'll allow the County Director Teacher Service Commission, who is new. After this, then Mr. Tuwei, on behalf of those other friends of ours. So, Mr. Tuigong, please.
Our chief guests, the directors, Noble Sacco, our invited guests, delegates, good afternoon. As you have heard, I'm Mr. Tuikong Edwin, and I've had the privilege for the third time since I was a delegate in Noble to move a vote of thanks, especially to our two heroes who are with us. One is a hero, another one is a heroine. Let me begin with the chief guest. Mr. Chairman, I was wondering how you always plan to give us the guests, the chief guests who have been coming to grace over our occasions here. Because you have never missed the person to invite. Today, you have really given us somebody who has talked to us here, and I was imagining his nakedness. And Mr. CEO, CAK, you have really made our day, and it is important that we tell you thank you so much. We have been touched by all that you have said here, and that is nothing but the truth. That is the whole truth and nothing but the truth. We have really seen, for me, I was thinking we are somewhere. And every other time we come here, we feel that we are the best Sacco in the region. But today I've realized, kumbe kuna wengine huko Moranga na wapi na wapi. I was imagining the millions he's talking about. And I was like, Bwana Chairman, it is important that we invite such guests to talk to our young teachers so that they begin saving at that early age. I was calculating mine and I said, for sure sitafikia hiyo hata nikisave ngapi sahi, because the pay slip does not allow. But if we were able to disseminate these ones to our young teachers, pay slips will allow that. Earning 22,000 one day, hiyo ni maajabu ya Mungu. But we are saying we will try the level best, and we will be somewhere by next year and other years to come. Thank you so much. Please take our greetings to the President, because you come from the national. Na uambie Uasin Gishu iko imara, and this is, by the way, the best Sacco, and it is the Sacco within the jurisdiction of the President. Thank you so much, and because of that, pe moja moja, ya pili, ya tatu, ya nne. Asante sana. We wish you a nice flight as you'll be going back. Let me now go to Waziri. Before you said that you are speaking very good Kiswahili, I had noted that one. I just noted that. That one, I'll not measure up with you. Iyo na kuachia, enda kabisa ukienda. This Waziri here is not supposed to be the Waziri ya county. This one is national. Huh? So, Madam, thank you so much. We have been having Mwenzako Pale, and she has been with us every other time. And we have really enjoyed her words. But today, you have also told us what is worth for us. Asante sana. Tell the governor that tunampenda na tunamwambia pole. He was one of us, CTNA was one of us, and therefore tunamwambia pole kwa shida hiyo ambayo ameweza kupata. And because of that, wape. And I end by this saying this. This is Uasin Gishu. Amen nyo, mi muredik mi olemi. Mi boishek mi olemi. Mi jebiosok mi olemi. Kimeche kemakyi chemiach. Mat koro chi akonda ne samis. Ngoit chepnes mo, kobetito. Wendi ole wendi. Kimakyini boiboiyet emoni nyo ak Sacco ininyonet. Baibai ole baibai. Sere ole sere. Anyiny ole anyiny. Keny ole keny. Thank you so much.
Your confirmation of our traditional prayers. Na imeenda. All right, with us is our new TSC County Director, Mr. Saina. I want to invite him to say a word. Ni watu yake ili kwamba ajulikane. Thank you, Mr. Saina, for coming. Welcome. Tutafanya kazi pamoja.
Thank you very much. Our chief guest and all protocols observed. Teachers, good afternoon. I'm Francis Saina, as you have been told. And I'm 2 weeks old. I know I may be looking strange to you, but all the same, you may be knowing me in other circles. I was along serving principal Samoei boys for quite some times, and I left in 2019. So I know I have tied to you in one way or another. Now, this is a special occasion, and I really want to appreciate the chief guest for what he has shared this morning or this afternoon. I'm also tight. I've gained some knowledge. Teachers of Uasin Gishu, especially the delegates who are here, please, starting from now, can we save? This is very important. From what we have been told, I think basically the community we come from, we are very complacent. With whatever little we have, we'll always say, hii inanitosha. See, that's what we say. Even me personally, that is what I've been imagining. I'm okay. But I'm tight. I think I'm going to double the shares from today, although not from this Sacco, but from the Sacco where I belong. I'll do something based on what the chief guest has said. Teachers, we like having cash, the liquid money. That is the culture of our people. Even from our says, walikuwa na pepa pesa kwa kunia. And I think that is where we grew from. Please let us sacrifice, let us be very committed so that we have a very, we have a future which will be stable. Now, I want to ask the delegates, please, we have an issue with the young teachers. We have several teachers suffering from mental health. And this is contributed from the onset of entry into the service because they'll rush to the loans. In fact, the interns, when they are being recruited, there is a kind of a loan they are being given. Even before they earn, they have been given, Karibu loan, very good. Karibu loan. You know, there is nothing for nothing at the end of the day. You have to pay it dearly. So I'm sending the delegates because when I see you, we are all over 45, others are 50. Please let us guide our young teachers. They are not patient. Because when we tell them about saving in the Sacco, they look at it as if it is going to take a lot of time. They want things which are very fast. They want to thrive. They want to be where you are. You have saved for 20 years or even 30 years, but the teacher who is 1 month old wants to be where you are. He has no house. He has no land of his own. Hata hajanunua nguo. And he wants 1 million plus. Those teachers will never come out from those loans. So I'm really asking our teachers, the delegates who are here, can we take the message back to our schools? And this one will contribute to the performance in class. Madam CC, cooperatives, she has talked about performance in our schools. It is not encouraging. And it is being contributed by the stability of the teacher. Because if the teacher is not stable economically, he will pass the same frustrations to the head teacher. That is the first person to suffer, because all the problems now will be to the head teacher, and then to the learners, and to the parents. And we'll be complaining all the time that our results are down. Of course, I have noted with a lot of concern, but that is a story for another day. But I want to say thank you for your invitation. I really appreciate your invitation, because I'm looking forward to meeting the teachers of Uasin Gishu. Let us work as a team, because at the end of the day, as much as we are looking at our mean score, we also need to look at the mean score of our future generations. Thank you, and may God bless all of you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I think we shall be making a courtesy call to your office so that we see how we can assist these teachers, by having forums. Mr. Tuwai, please. Allow me to recognize Mr. Bor, who has also just arrived, not Secretary Jepkwilel. Clap for him. So make a comment.
Thank you so much, Bwana Chairman. Our chief guest of today, invited guest, delegates, colleagues, good afternoon. Good afternoon once more. Yeah, I know in any minute the M-Pesa will ring through the chairman. And before I make my remarks, kindly allow me to invite Bwana Sami to introduce the team, kindly.
Okay. Thank you very much, my brother Tuwe, the chairman, and our chief guest, the board of directors, the invited guests who are here, my colleagues in the union, our dear delegates. Good afternoon. Salamene hewani hivi. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Tumsifu Yesu Kristo. As you have been told, for those who are new to me, and particularly the chief guest, my name is Sami Bor. I'm the NAT secretary of Chepkwelel branch. Chepkwelel branch has Moiben and Ainapkoi sub-counties. I'm also the county secretary of Uasin Gishu, and also a member of the National Executive Council. I want to appreciate the invitation and tell the chairman, my brother DK, that I was not late. Leaders are not late they are delayed on the way. So I was delayed. And the reason for my delay was because I was assisting a teacher from Jebaon Primary School who is at Life Care Hospital. Apparently, there is a problem of approval of her medication. That was why I came late, Bana Chairman. That was why I was delayed. Number two is to thank you for this invitation. And as my brothers said, I want to introduce the team that we work together in NAT. Kindly be upstanding. So these are the team of officials of KNUT. But before I do the introduction, let me give the apology of our brother Kirui Nelson. Nelson Kirui is the Executive Secretary of Eldoret West. He is in Ngenyilel, is attending the burial of the teacher, the wife of our CEC. So that is why he's not here. And he has asked us and Mr. Tuwei to give his apology. He is not here today. My brother Tuwei, my brother Rugut is the Assistant Treasurer of Eldoret West. Or Warren, sorry. At the back there is Mr. Samuel. Is that Samuel? BEC of Timboroa. Mr. Kirui, BEC of Eldoret, Chepkoilel, Kapsoya. Mr. Karanja David is the Assistant Treasurer of Chepkoilel branch. Then Madam Mayabi is the BEC of Eldoret West. We have Madam Betty Biwat, BEC, Wareng branch. Eunice Ruto, Women Rep, Wareng branch. Flora Rono, BEC, Eldoret West. My brother Kimani Mwangi, is Assistant Executive Secretary, Eldoret West. Stephen Chebunet, who is also my student in primary, my pupil in primary, is the Vice Chair of Eldoret West. Madam Rose Lagat, BEC Moiben, Chepkoilel. Brother Ndiema Bishop is the BEC Wareng. Mr. Chepsoy, BEC Wareng. My brother Serem, BEC Wareng. My brother Tarus is the Treasurer Eldoret West and the Treasurer of the county. My brother Soy is the Chairman of Eldoret West and also a member of the County Council was in Gishu. My sister Becky, the name, social media name is Becky, is Rebecca Suter. Rebecca Suter is the chair of Wareng branch and also the chair of the county. My brother Simon Tuwei is the executive secretary of Wareng branch and also a member of the county education board representing the interests of teachers in that board, particularly NAT. And I've already given out my name. Just two things, Bwana Tuwei, only two, Bwana Chairman, only two. Number one is that the union has a responsibility, and we have three things that we do for the members for our teachers. It is called SPP. Our responsibility and the overall responsibility is to secure, to protect, and promote the welfare of the teachers. That is our main responsibility. SPP, secure, protect, and promote the interests of the teacher. That is our main responsibility. Number two, in the same spirit, my dear friends, in the same spirit, I just want to address one issue about the medical cover for teachers. For a long time, teachers in this country were suffering. We were doing Arambes left, right, and center. But the wisdom of NAT told us that there is need for us to push the employer Mr. Saina to give us a medical cover for teachers. That was done. 4, 5, 7 years down the line, we are enjoying the medical cover. And he's doing very well. But then there are some unscrupulous fellows who came out because of their personal interests. They wanted to stifle that kind of arrangement. Last 3 weeks or so, they came out and said they want to remove the Sacco, not the Sacco, they want to remove Top Hill, they want to remove Real, they want to remove Life Care from having our teachers getting direct access for the treatment. And we saw there was a lot of mischief in that. We staged a demo in town. The Secretary General came down with the people of Makal and Menet. They came down. We had a talk. We had 12 secretaries from the North Rift, and we discussed, and that thing was reversed. So I'm happy teachers are getting direct access. We know we have challenges. We know there are challenges about the medical cover. We are handling them as they come. So we want to say, in the spirit of SPP, we are together with you, my dear friends. Finally, I said 2 things, Chairman. I'm very honest. Only 2 things. Only 2 things. The other point, we had a meeting the other day, 2 weeks ago, with the management of the Sacco on the issue of the Mafikiro plot. We discussed. I will not divulge this information because we discussed in the boardroom and there was a way forward. And since we have not acted on the way forward, we will not discuss it here now, and I will not divulge it for now. But we're focusing on it under what we call the SPP to make sure things are right. Chief guest, I want to thank you very much. You talked very well. The CEC is the chair of all the CECs in the country. I'm also the chairman of all the executive secretaries in the country. So because of that, Bwana brother, I've really liked your presentation. And I'm inviting you right now, and I'll still formalize it. We have our meeting of executive secretaries, the 110. We have our meeting, and I'll invite you to come and talk to us. Because you are a good speaker. You are a very good speaker. May God bless you. May God bless you. Otherwise, I want to end there by wishing you all the best. Let's continue moving together. But in the spirit of SPP, we are together with you. God bless you, Mr. Tuwe.
Thank you so much, though you have spoken a lot. Personally, I am a member of the Noble Sacco, and I want to encourage that all the delegates, let us recruit our teachers, especially the junior school. What I have noted, Bwana Chairman, is that some of our delegates are not doing their work. Because we are supposed to be having over 30,000 or 40,000 of members of the Noble Sacco. And I want to request that in the next ADM, let us introduce the Delegate of the Year award, so that if a delegate has recruited more, he is given a token of appreciation during our next ADM. I also want us to introduce the Staff of the Year award. We know the staff of Noble Sacco, you are doing great work, but I've seen one Mr. Sanga doing a lot of work. Today, I expected that Mr. Sanga should be awarded for being the greatest staff of the year award. Another issue, let us also introduce the School of the Year award, so that if you have a school having all the teachers being members of the Noble Sacco, you appreciate them in a special way. And lastly, I want to request that during our sports co-curricular activities, you have been present. But I want to request you, the chairman, kindly attend and be our guest, so that you can speak to the young teachers, the games teachers. These games teachers are very important in terms of mobilization in our staff rooms. To our county director, we know that there is an issue of overstaffing in Uasin Gishu County. We are told teachers are overstaffed by 1,029. I want to request you that you have seen the teachers who are here, the senior teachers here. Let our teachers remain in their schools, especially those within the municipality. I know utacheza kama wewe. And lastly, as one of the young teachers, the day I was employed, Absa Bank, by then Barclays, came to me, asked me that they don't need guarantors, and I took a loan. And I'm still paying that loan up to this day. This is what our teachers, the young teachers are going through. Now I want to appeal. Last week, there was a recruitment, and I want to thank your office because I called and you sent a team to Keses and Kapseret. We should not allow the banks to take advantage of the innocence of our young teachers. One of the issues that has caused mental illness, and I know my CSO here is aware, a teacher took a loan of 700,000 in a bank. And because he never got any education, ikakuwa anakuja Eldoret, anapanda ndege Nairobi, anafanya shopping, anachukua private Eldoret. In 1.5 weeks, the teacher had lost 500,000. We only managed to save a very little amount. So the issue of mental illness is very real. And the director, you said that because of money, you forgot even some of our head of institutions have challenges with money. So when they are annoyed, the school is not teacher friendly the whole day. So I want the Noble Sacco plan for an education day, and we will assist you as a union. And I want to assure you, the Kenya National Union of Teachers of Uasin Gishu stand with you. And in terms of Mafikiro, I went to 18 schools, and I was doing my own public participation. Though I don't want to give out the results, but I came to your office and I told you what these people want. They know what they want. And I want to wish you well, because my senior has spoken. I want to say have a very great day as you return to schools on Monday. Salamia walimu wetu. God bless you so much.
Thank you so much. Our friends and partners, we are serving the same clients. Now, my phone is full of messages. Where is our dividends? Now, I want us to do resolutions, payment of dividends, proposer, and seconder. Right now. Yes.
Paul, I would say 18.6. Pay now,
pay
right now,
seconder,
as I'm talking. As I finish, you've paid.
Agnes Misoy, membership 2595. Can you pay the dividend right now?
Okay. Payment of honoraria and staff bonuses. Yes. Tuigong.
Edwin Tuikong, 3844, proposed.
I seconded. Next.
Magut Emily, membership 5553. Thank you.
Adoption of society's society's budget 2026 proposal. Yes.
Julius Chepsoi, 2990.
Seconded. Second man, Hapo.
Grace Kigen, membership 2012.
I have borrowing power, adoption of borrowing power, 300 million. Proposal. Kule.
Kefa Jane Wanjiru, 3892.
Seconded. Second man, Hapo tu. Siende mbali.
Akada Songol, membership 10742.
Thank you. Confirmation of new members, pages 27 to 37. Proposer. Proposer. Kule.
Naruto, membership 1738.
Second man. Songa chini.
Paris Chepkorir, member 2747.
Very good. External auditor, confirmation of external auditor. Yes. What do you say? Aendelee. By show of hands.
Yeah, aendelee kwa sababu ni mwaka yake ya pili.
Thank you. Bas, si tumemaliza election. Seconder for the auditor, seconder for the auditor, seconder for the auditor. They need a seconder. Marogo.
3401 Morogo.
Bas, election, sasa pande yako. Pardon? Yeah? Next, or resolution? Next year? Waja hiyo kwanza. But our CEC wants to leave. Let's allow her to leave to attend to other functions. As Drusilla takes over to carry out elections for those retiring.
Thank you, Chairman, our chief guest, our Waziri, as she leaves, Board of Directors, my colleagues present with me, members of the Noble Sacco, or delegates of the Noble Sacco, other guests present with us here. Good afternoon. Good afternoon once more. We are going to the last agenda of our day, and it is usually the do elections based on the rotational basis. So we have 3 directors retiring today and 1 supervisory member. From the record that I've been given, the term of Director Dr. Ben Rono came to an end. Kwa heshima yote daktari, yes. There he is, Mrs. Sarah Rotich. Her term also has come to an end. Dr. Charles Nyabero, his term has also come to an end. And supervisory team, Mr. Edward Biwott, his term came to an end. And our Sacco has a process that is provided for in the policy document of the Sacco that provides for the process of elections. There is a team composed of the staff that have done the vetting. I want to believe a notice was issued out for nominations to be done, and confirmations were done, and people were cleared to vie for these positions. With documents here that shows that candidates were vetted and were cleared. For Ainapkoi region, there was only 1 candidate who presented his documents or his application for the position of the directorship Ainapkoi region, and that is Dr. Ben Rono, who was proposed by Mary Mushiri and seconded by Salome Misoi. Dr. Rono is a retiree, and he has been accepted in his region to lead that region. So in that aspect, he presented his papers and he was cleared, and he has a certificate to that effect, a certificate of clearance that was issued to him on the 21st day of February. The conditions were that this exercise is carried out 7 days before the ADM. So it was done, and he was issued with a certificate. And he was the only candidate which means he goes in unopposed. So I declare Dr. Ben Rono the director for Ainapkoi region. Congratulations. So that is Ainapkoi. Kaptagat region. We also had one candidate who presented herself, and she was vetted, and she met all the requirements. She was proposed by Dina Komen and seconded by Joseph K. Keter, and that is Mrs. Sarah Mayo. So having gone through the process, she was given a certificate to show that she met all the qualifications, and the clearance certificate was given on 21st February 2025. So since there was no competitor, she is declared the director representing Kaptagat region. Congratulations. We come to the central region. I have information here that there was also one candidate who presented his documents, and he was cleared. As he presented his documents, the proposer was Jemima Sulo. The seconder was Stephen Wambugo, and he went through the process, and he was cleared on the 21st February 2025, and that is Dr. Charles Nyabero. And since there was no any other candidate, we declare Dr. Charles Nyabero the director for the central region. Congratulations. Lastly, we are done with the directors. So last is the supervisory committee position. I am informed that Uasin Gishu County has been divided into 3 regions. We have the northern region that covers Moiben, Soy, Tarbo, and the upper side of Kapseret, that is the Kiplombe area. Then we have the southern region that covers Keses, Kapseret, and Ainapkoi, and Kaptagat. Yes. So that is one other region that will give a representation to the supervisory, and then we have the central region that will give one other member to the supervisory. So we have divided the county into 3 regions so that we have proper representation in the supervisory. So the northern region representative was the one who was retiring, and from the information that I've been given, there was only one candidate who presented his papers for nomination. He was vetted, and he qualified and was given a certificate of qualification on the 20th of February 2025. As he presented his documents, the proposer was Emily Magut, and the seconder was Samson Arusei. The candidate was Edward Biwott. So there have been no any other candidate. He was cleared, and we declare Mr. Edward Biwott the supervisory representative from the northern region. So he'll join his other two colleagues to form a committee of 3. Congratulations, Mr. Edward Biwott. So I think I'm done with my duty this day, but let me just make a comment. You can see from the exercise that there were no other candidates. And what does that mean? To me, as a presiding officer, I have made 2 observations. One is that all of us, the delegates, have no interest in these positions. I'm just making my observations. I'm making my observations. Please. So I'm saying it's either you are not interested or 2. They are giving you good service. Those are my 2 observations. Because for them to go through that process and go back to office, they must have satisfied you. I don't know what the mamas mean, but those are my 2 observations. So let me take this opportunity to congratulate them and thank them. Let them continue to give service to the Sacco, and thank you for going through the process. Let me appreciate the fact that the Sacco has an elections policy. It is something that does not exist in most of our cooperatives. So let me thank them for having come up with the elections policy. It eases out most of the challenges that we've had before. We know we've come a long way, especially when it comes to elections. So I must thank you, Chairman, for having spearheaded that. And I think it eases our work also as the presiding officer. Thank you, asanteni sana, tumeshukuru kwa mwaliko wenu, and we wish you well.
Thank you so much, Madam Drusilla. Now, I want to invite Reverend Nguk. Oh, sorry. Patia kwanza mgeni wetu zawadi. Alafu Chairman Kepsia, please. Sitaki unimalize siku ingine. Say hi.
Thank you so much, Chairman. Riding on all the protocols, I want to greet everyone good afternoon. Right, Chairman, I was a bit late, I'm sorry. In fact, I didn't catch up with all the program, but I want to thank you for giving me this chance to greet my fellow delegates. So, Mr. Mitei Joseph, the Kepsia Chair was in Gishu. I'm also the Secretary Kepsia Rift Valley Region, and I'm also CEP member here in Uasin Gishu. Wanajamana, in fact, I was almost surprised, but then nimesema hakuna maneno, because I was not actually given the program, to speak in your program, but then it is just because I was late. And therefore, colleagues, mine is just to say thank you so much. We are doing well. I'm a member of this society, and I want to say, Chairman, thank you so much. You are doing progress, and we want to say, as Kepsia, we want to appreciate the working relationship. You have always been working with us, and I want to say, as a delegate and as a Kepsia member, we shall join up in making sure that we grow numbers in this Sacco. Number two, I want to thank my fellow colleagues, counterparts from KNUT. Today I was from Nairobi because yesterday we had a burial of our national chairman, Mr. Nshioka. We buried him yesterday, and today I said I must attend this one here because after being a delegate for a long time, I've never attended this delegates meeting, but today I've said I must be here. So I want to thank KNUT for standing with Kepsha during the difficult moment. I want to say thank you so much. And for the delegates, I think Mr. Maruga has given us a challenge that we are 45 years old, but we are not matching the standards. So let us team up, let us stand with our Sacco and make sure we double the numbers. Because as we all know, other Saccos are reading 100,000 plus. Why not this Noble Sacco? We want to make sure that it grows from 18,000 to over 100,000. When a German, I think that is achievable. So it's only a matter of putting up hands together and ensuring that we deliver into that area. Otherwise, colleagues, I want to say, may God bless you until at the time that we shall meet again. Thank you. May God bless you.
Thank you, Chairman, for being brief. We shall support each other. Reverend Ngok, or no? Malisa Ikwans.
He wants to take a photo as an evidence that it was not manna, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Members, may you be blessed abundantly. Safe journey to your homes. Mungu atusaidie, atulinde mpaka tukutane next year. Treasurer, sema maneno, alafu Reverend Ngok.
Very fast. Soy will see Brian Chumba and Ronald Saina. Prepare a good place for Soy. Central, Julius Ngare and Teresa Obaikwa. Tengenesewa Mahali Mzuri, Kapseret, Kiplombe, AC Chemutai. And I see some have started. Keses, Phoebe Koko and Monica Simatei. Tarubo, Daniel Kibet, Victor Yego, Moiben, Benjamin Lagat, and Berry Temba. Ainapkoi, Magdalene Ougo. Thank you. You may take your lunch fast, or you proper. Thank you. So ona ile laini ko fupi tuona hiyo. Next is Reverend Mchungaji wako pale anakuja. Reverend.
Thank you so much. May we all rise up, and then we do closing prayer. Let's all pray together. If we could kindly remove our hearts, and then we can be able to pray. Let's pray together. Everlasting Heavenly Father, we want to thank you this afternoon. We want to thank you for your faithfulness, and we want to thank you that, God, when we started this meeting, we asked you to lead us and to guide us, and indeed you've done so. We want to thank you for every deliberation that we've had today. We want to thank you for all the resolutions that we have had. We also want to thank you for the progress of our Sacco. We want to thank you that, Lord God, we have continued growing from one strength to another, from one glory to another, and we want to say thank you so much. God, we pray that as we end this meeting, we pray for your blessings. We pray that, God, you will take good care of us. May you bless our leaders and leadership at large. Thank you for all these delegates. We pray that, God, you will be able to bless them. As we break right now for lunch and also to disperse to our various homes, we want to pray that you will take good care of us. We want to pray that you will watch over us and the activities of the Sacco. We look forward to having great times. We're looking forward to having great strides and also great success and also great harvests for this Sacco, that when we meet next year here again, we'll be able to thank you for the progress that we've made. We want to thank you that, Lord, as we go for our lunch, we pray that you will also bless the lunch that has been prepared for us to nourish our bodies and to give us the strength to serve you. We commit all these things to you now. In the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, we pray. Amen. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Kaptagat, see Irene Kimutai and Jocelyn Jeposkei take care of Kaptagat.
Dream big, build bigger. At the Noble Sacco, we are here to turn your biashara into success. Got a team with big ideas? Our group microfinance loan is your ticket to success. Enjoy 12 to 30 months repayment at just 1% reducing balance. Let's build your dreams together. Ready to take your business to the next level? With Inuka Microfinance Loan, you can empower your business with a 30-month repayment plan at 1% reducing balance. It's time to thrive. Doing it solo? No problem. Our individual microfinance loan offers flexible terms of 12 to 30 months at 1% reducing balance. Your journey, your way. At the Noble Sacco, we believe in you. Join us today and let's write your success story one step at a time. Dream big, build bigger. At the Noble Sacco, we are here to turn your biashara into success. Got a team with big ideas? Our group microfinance loan is your ticket to success. Enjoy 12 to 30 months repayment at just 1% reducing balance. Let's build your dreams together. Ready to take your business to the next level? With Inuka Microfinance Loan, you can empower your business with a 30-month repayment plan at 1% reducing balance. It's time to thrive. Doing it solo? No problem. Our individual microfinance loan offers flexible terms of 12 to 30 months at 1% reducing balance. Your journey, your way. At the Noble Sacco, we believe in you. Join us today and let's write your success story one step at a time. Dream big, build bigger. At the Noble Sacco, we are here to turn your biashara into success. Got a team with big ideas? Our group microfinance loan is your ticket to success. Enjoy 12 to 30 months repayment at just 1% reducing balance. Let's build your dreams together. Ready to take your business to the next level? With Inuka Microfinance Loan, you can empower your business with a 30-month repayment plan at 1% reducing balance. It's time to thrive. Doing it solo? No problem. Our individual microfinance loan offers flexible terms of 12 to 30 months at 1% reducing balance. Your journey, your way. At the Noble Sacco, we believe in you. Join us today and let's write your success story one step at a time. Dream big, build bigger. At the Noble Sacco, we are here to turn your biashara into success. Got a team with big ideas? Our group microfinance loan is your ticket to success. Enjoy 12 to 30 months repayment at just 1% reducing balance. Let's build your dreams together. Ready to take your business to the next level? With Inuka Microfinance Loan, you can empower your business with a 30-month repayment plan at 1% reducing balance. It's time to thrive. Doing it solo? No problem. Our individual microfinance loan offers flexible terms of 12 to 30 months at 1% reducing balance. Your journey, your way. At the Noble Sacco, we believe in you. Join us today and let's write your success story one step at a time. Dream big, build bigger. At the Noble Sacco, we are here to turn your biashara into success. Got a team with big ideas? Our group microfinance loan is your ticket to success. Enjoy 12 to 30 months repayment at just 1% reducing balance. Let's build your dreams together. Ready to take your business to the next level? With Inuka Microfinance Loan, you can empower your business with a 30-month repayment plan at 1% reducing balance. It's time to thrive. Doing it solo? No problem. Our individual microfinance loan offers flexible terms of 12 to 30 months at 1% reducing balance. Your journey, your way. At the Noble Sacco, we believe in you. Join us today and let's write your success story one step at a time.